All right, here we go. Boosie Badass, welcome back to VladTV. It's been a few months.
Let's get it, baby.
Let's get it. And before we can go on, the first thing we got to talk about is your new album that's dropping on February 22nd.
22222.
Right, Heartfelt.
Right, Heartfelt.
Okay, tell me about the album.
Just another classic album, heartfelt music. Really, I just put together an album in like 2 days. Really, I just went in the computer and grabbed some heartfelt music. I saw Dirt had put that he was dropping the same day as Kanye. So I was like, okay, let me get this motherfucker together and drop on the same day as them. You know, that's what I've been going with on my marketing strategy right now. When all the big dogs drop, and I'm gonna drop on their same day.
Right. I mean, a lot of people try not to drop on that same day, but you're actually going the opposite way. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Because Kanye's dropping Donda 2.
Yeah.
And Lil Durk, I don't know what the name of his album is, but he's dropping as well.
Yeah.
And Boosie's going to have that third big drop of the day.
Yeah. Every time somebody big's dropping big, I'm dropping. I'm independent, so when the labels push theirs, hopefully they'll see mine too, It's a marketing thing.
There we go. So, any big features?
Trouble.
Okay.
Trouble. I don't fuck with too many people.
Actually, you rock with a lot of people. I'm not going to say that.
Not really since after all this gay shit. A lot of people,
people kind of moved away from you
because a lot of this gay shit.
Really?
Yeah.
So really. you actually felt, so there were people that were scheduled to do stuff with you and they called you like, hey man, my manager.
They treading. Like niggas in the streets, who ain't really, niggas gonna tread. Niggas gonna tread and, before you know it, we ain't talking no more. It's just, after that shit, I think a lot of labels told they people to just stay a kind of away from Boosie, and I seen it on niggas' actions.
Well, let me tell you something. I had Van Lathan on my show a couple months ago, and what he said, which I believe is true, is that you have hood love, not corporate love. And that's the type of love that you can't get canceled.
There's a different way that we love. We love in the hood. We love through flaws. We love through bad decisions. We love through bad outcomes. So that's the type of love that Boosie has. He has love from people who really had to love in some of the toughest circumstances.
Right. I got people who, everywhere I go, people cry when they see me, Vlad. I had a preacher in the mall the other day, me in the airport. This lady damn near cried. This lady said, "You the best ever." She said, she said, "We living in the last days, baby." She say, "You my favorite." She said, "I don't like nobody else because they leave you out to dry. I don't like nobody else and they know what's going on." This was a preacher lady. So I got love from real people. I got love from people who don't have social media. You got to understand, I was in the game before they had social media.
And, the one thing that this era has proved true is that you could be on the fringes. I'm saying you don't have to be mainstream. You could be on the fringes and still make tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. You don't have to go that mainstream route. You just got to build that fan base that's loyal to you and feed them. And listen, if some mainstream people want to come by every so often, that's cool. That's nice. But it's not about that. It's about that core fan base and the people that really fuck with you.
Right.
If you keep fucking with them.
And the people really fuck with me know Boosie gonna keep it real. Right. And plus Boosie got great product. All my fans love my product. I'm not nobody just putting bullshit out there. I'm like that. And I'm in it to win it, bro. And they can't stop me from what I built. Some people rather realness than anything. You know what I'm saying? Some people could listen to your music and see you and they be like, nigga, you fake as a motherfucker. Your actions are everything. But me, I'm not like that. I hug a fat woman.
Yeah.
I dance with them in the club. I'm Boosie. If you don't like Boosie, you got a problem because look what I've been through. What the fuck have your favorite artist been through? If you can't like my success, you're just a hating ass motherfucker.
Right.
You know, this Boosie. I'm not hating on no niggas. You know, I don't have rap beefs. I don't do all this shit. I'm Boosie. I make music. I do what I do. I do films, you know, and I take care of my kids and fuck niggas up when they play. I'm Boosie.
Right. Well, let me tell you, VladTV's been rocking with you for, man, got to be about 16, 17 years now. We're not going anywhere. We still going to be, you know, supporting you. You still going to be doing interviews with us. We don't
You
give a
my
shit.
outlet, man. I got to keep real.
Yeah.
You my outlet, bro.
Yeah, man. You know, and, you know, we appreciate it every time you come.
Because you knew me before
You know,
Instagram.
Exactly. We knew each other before Instagram.
Yeah,
You know, we're going to
yeah.
run that little video right now of you and Webby Atlantic when y'all was like little
Yeah.
kids. Like,
Yep.
that's what it is. What was that whole story I heard? Like, what was it? Bone Crusher? That song I heard was someone else's originally?
Yeah, that was recent big, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know. See, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who that shit was from? That was recent big, so out Jackson, Mississippi. Bone Crusher, you know. I don't know how it went, but he got it. He blowed it up, you know what I'm saying? That was recent big something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't Bone Crusher something.
Yeah. So that shit
And
happened.
he like, when they did that, he stopped them dudes from rapping. They just like, you got something wrong with them? They like, quit, you know what I'm saying? So, you got something wrong? Everybody listening to our ears, not trying to, you know, bite off us. You know, we been dropping hits.
Okay. And the next thing I want to talk about before we get into everything else is you got a pay-per-view coming up.
Pay-per-view, March 16th.
Okay. And this is like a real
No, this
hot
is
mess.
what I've been trying to accomplish for a long time, Vlad. Well, nobody can stop me from being watched. I've been trying to do this a long time, and I finally got it. I'm gonna be on pay-per-view damn near every other month. And it's Boosie Gone Bad. I'm talking about naked bitches. I'm talking about it's out of hey, bro. I'm smelling pinky toes. We gotta fuck that. I'm smelling your pinky toe to see if you're clean, bitch. Yeah,
Okay.
we got a monkey in the middle challenge. All y'all fine ass motherfuckers put on tights and stand in front of me. Who got the fattest monkey in the middle? This shit is viral, bro. They can't stop me no
Okay.
more. I'm pay-per-view, bro. I'm on pay-per-view every other month. How the fuck? You can't shut it off. Mark can't shut it off. I'm out of control on there. And yeah, and I could do it. It's uncut and uncensored.
Okay. So it's Boosie Gone Bad, pay-per-view, March 16th. What's the cost?
You just gotta pull it up and you'll see the cost.
Okay. You'll see the cost. Okay. And then it's going to be on the internet and TV or just the
It's
internet?
gonna be everywhere. Everywhere, bro. Pay-per-view now. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. I'm going Floyd Mayweather, bitch. Yeah. You can't stop me.
Well, yeah. I mean, you've already proven it once with the movie that people will actually buy product directly from you without going through a middleman or a platform or anything else like that. You've already proven it.
And my other movie's almost done too. Vlad, me, Desi Banks, Flavor Flav, this shit crazy, bro. Like Grove Hero.
Okay.
So you know, I'm
Am
working.
Am I going to play the cop in this movie or no? Or is that a different movie?
That's a different movie.
Different movie.
I'm finna turn
All right.
Vlad to an actor, y'all.
There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, the one thing that I think some people did not realize that I have to talk about that is so important with the Super Bowl that just happened, when the Rams came on the field, what song were they playing?
Set it off.
By?
Set it off. I'm proud of history.
There we go.
I'm part of
There
history.
we go.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams came on the field playing a Boosie song. I mean, it's not even an LA song. They had to go all the way down to Baton Rouge to get their theme music.
It had to be
Did
Aaron
you-
Donald, bro. Cause Aaron Donald, you know, that's my boy, bro. I got his jersey upstairs. That's my boy. And like I raised him on that music. Like he really fucked with my music. So I'm thinking when I saw it, I'm like, that had to be my dog say, you know, fuck that. You know, we coming out to, you know, set it off. I know he
Okay.
had some saying in it.
Okay, have they ever done that in any of the other games?
Not at a Super Bowl, shit. Not that I know.
Well, no, but I mean, in their regular games, do they come out to that
Oh
song
yeah,
or no?
yeah.
Okay, so they've been using
No,
that theme song.
not them, but other teams have came out to, you know.
Okay. But the Rams, you don't know if they came out in the regular season.
No,
to that
I
song
don't know
or
if
not.
they came out. They
Okay.
surprised the fuck out of me.
So you're watching the Super Bowl, right? So you have no idea this is gonna happen, right?
No, I was getting high in the other room. And my boy came in with the like, they just played, set it off. Woo-de-woo. So we already having a party, so it was lit.
How did you feel when you heard that, though?
I ain't get to see it in, you know, but I was like, shit, yeah, you know.
Congrats, man. Congrats. That's part of history. So whenever people go back and watch that or they see the highlights or whatever, Boosie. You know what I mean? And let's not, forget to mention that I actually looked at your Spotify numbers and that actually became your biggest song ever.
Yeah.
On Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm sure the streams just went crazy off that shit.
Yeah. All that helped, bro, you know.
All that helped. What'd you think of the game, by the way?
I was riding with Joe them. But it was a good game, bro. It was. I like to see them play all the time. It was a motherfucking. You ain't know what was gonna happen till it was over. It was a good game.
Point, yeah. I mean, one point you thought the Bengals, Bengals were gonna win at one point. They were up. You're like, oh shit, this is about to be an upset. And then, the Rams came back and, did what they had to do. What did you think of the halftime show? Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar.
I was impressed.
Yeah.
I was definitely impressed. Anything with this, I'm impressed. For Super Bowl, I'm impressed. Whatever you did, whatever y'all mother, I am impressed. When it can be this up there, everywhere, I'm impressed.
Well, I mean, not only that, but you got to think where Dr. Dre came from. He came from the very bottom. Compton, single mother, constantly going to jail, fucked up. Doing
Dre a role model, bro. Dre a role model.
World-class wrecking crew, and inventing gangster rap and creating this whole, all of those. I mean, except for Mary J. Blige, everyone else on that stage was from his family tree.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a show. I mean, people are saying...
I was impressed, bro. You saw what I tweeted, right?
No, what'd you tweet?
You ain't see what I tweeted?
I missed it. What'd you say?
Bro, I told Super Bowl, we have 7 million. For us, when it comes to Louisiana, we have 7 million. For me, Lil Wayne, Birdman, Hot Boys, No Limit, Webby, and Britney Spears.
And Britney Spears. Where did Britney Spears come from? Is she from there?
Yes, Kentwood,
Okay.
Louisiana.
Did not know that. Yeah, I mean, it was a hell of a Super Bowl halftime show. People are saying it's up there with like the Michael Jackson and the Prince halftime show.
Man, that shit was live, bro. Then it was music I knew, so I was like, I'm up in that motherfucker. I cut all the music off in the party. Yeah, bro. I was impressed with him.
Well, what'd you think of Eminem taking a knee?
I didn't know about it till Instagram. Till Instagram was, Eminem, I feel like he a stand-up guy, bro. Like Eminem a stand-up guy. I'm the only one out here this color. I'm finna take a motherfucking knee. Let you know I'm with y'all. Straight up, And plus, he from Detroit. He raised around us. He got a different love probably for us than most people have when you raised around black people. People don't know the love we have if you're not raised around us, if you've never been around good black people.
Yeah, I thought it was dope, man. I thought it was dope for like the one white dude on stage to actually take the knee.
Right.
And it's kind of like, well, I'm going to do it. What y'all going to do? Not invite me back? I probably won't do another Super Bowl halftime show.
Right.
Who cares?
Like this ain't, yeah. I feel you. I liked it what he did. Now that we talking about this shit. He took a stand.
Yeah. And Dr. Dre did an interview with TMZ about the whole thing, and he talked about the whole knee thing. And he actually said the NFL didn't have a problem with it, which, it's kind of funny. They have a problem with, the black players taking the knee, but they don't have a problem with the white dude taking the knee.
Bro,
So
we need to do it in New Orleans, bro. YoungBoy, Boosie, Kevin Gates, Webby, Hot Boys, No Limit, and Britney Spears.
And Britney Spears. There you go.
We got
there you go. Well,
shit.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, hell of a game. Hell of a halftime show. I mean, this was might have been one of my favorite Super Bowls overall ever.
The game was good. The halftime was good.
Yeah, the whole thing.
This shit was
the
crazy.
whole thing. Well, a couple of months ago, DaBaby and DaniLeigh got into their whole back and forth, and remember the whole mess that was on camera. They were arguing and going on live and everything else. And DaniLeigh's brother told DaBaby that when he sees him, it's on sight, and he's gonna beat his ass and everything else like that. And just the other day, DaBaby and his crew were bowling, and DaniLeigh's brother decided to run up on him.
It was a setup.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I feel like it was a setup.
So you think he did a kamikaze mission to get beat up so that he could sue afterwards, which is what he did today.
This nigga not with my sister no more. It's gonna be some real short shit. I'm finna get some money out this nigga so I can take care of my little whatchamacallit and just stun on this nigga ass. I be thinking the other way. That shit was a setup, man. You go to the bowling alley like this with all these people, you know what's finna happen. I'm finna sue your ass. The lawyer was already cocked, man. It was a setup, man. Yeah, they ain't together no more. We finna eat off you. We finna try to eat off you. But no, that was a threat. Lucky he didn't get his ass shot.
Yeah, I mean, he was talking a lot of shit and saying it's on site and everything else like that.
You keep saying it's on site, bro. Like, how can you tell somebody it's on site who done been in dramatized situations?
Well, who's been in multiple shootings, one of which included a death.
You can't do that, bro. That is a threat, bro. That is a threat, bro. Any way you call it, everybody trying to shit on my boy. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and speak how I feel. A lot of people ain't gonna feel how I feel. But hey, bro, like, he lucky he's still living, bro. That's a threat, bro. You come here by yourself. It was a setup. Why you didn't come 30 strong? It was a setup. He knew baby would react like that. That nigga chasing that bag, man.
Right, because he could have seen him and be like, okay, hold on, let me make a couple phone calls, let me get my people together.
Bro, you knew baby was in there, bro. Like, bro, niggas watch niggas lives, like niggas know what niggas, like, this shit ain't hard, bro. It was a fucking setup, bro. He knew he would react like that, bro.
Well, yeah, and baby threw the first punch. I mean, it's on camera. It is what it is. But then again, if someone is actively threatening you and they are approaching you, you do want to take the first punch to avoid them taking whatever. You don't know if they got a weapon on them. You don't know anything. So listen, I mean, I'm not into violence, but in this particular situation,
if somebody tell you, bro, every time when they see you, it's going up, and you see them, you have to protect yourself.
Right.
I'm protecting millions right here. I'm protecting millions right here, man. Come on, bro. Come on, this shit ain't about no reputation. This shit about, bro, nigga, you out of line, bro. You threatening me and you pulling up. You pulling up on me, bro. Like, how I know who you got outside. How I know this ain't no botched murder. You know what I'm saying? So let me put your ass down right here, nigga. He wouldn't have made it out that bowling alley with badass music, cynic.
Yeah. Well, like I said, man, I don't advocate violence, period, but I don't really look at him as a victim in this particular case because he took it upon himself to approach that man and to confront him after what he said. Now, if he was just walking down the street and they saw him...
If it's all that, bro, if he knew like I say, bro, he could have called baby before this was all over and say, bro, man, I'm not trying to hurt you, bro. I got out of content, bro. We got a family together, bro. Let that shit go, bro. Right. I feel like that's the way it should have been took, but, when you still got somebody thinking you a threat to them, you got to expect harm's way.
Right. And what I want to say is, I don't advocate violence, but I don't really look at him as a victim because he did not have to approach them at that in that manner. He could have saw them and just walked by. Now, if he was just going about his way, if he was walking to his car and they chased him and jumped him, then I'd be like, all right, cool. If you want to sue, go ahead and sue. But in this particular case, he took it upon himself to approach someone that he's been threatening. You know what I'm saying? No one was probably going to happen. And yeah, maybe it was a setup and we'll see what happens. We'll see if there's a settlement or whether it's going to go to court. But, DaBaby has a reasonable chance of actually beating this. because of all the previous threats and all the online talking and everything else like that.
Right.
That's what I think.
Right.
But, you know, at the end of the day, when you got a lot of money, everyone's trying to sue you. I've gone through it. You've gone through it. We're probably going through it, you know, go through it again. It's just part of having the bag, you know? Kodak Black was hanging out in front of Justin Bieber's party and some sort of scuffle happened. He ended up getting shot in the leg. You saw that whole thing go down?
I saw it like you saw it on social media.
Yeah, exactly. What did you think when that happened?
Shit, I don't know. I don't really know, you know. I was trying to think why a nigga hit Kodak. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro, you know. My partner was like, it might be, I don't know, but I don't really want to speak on that, you know what I'm saying?
That's fair. You know, I mean, to me, it almost seemed like someone tried to snatch his chain or something like that. That's what it looked like from the outside looking in. I don't know what really happened and so forth. He seems like he's okay and he's riding around and it doesn't seem like a serious injury regardless. But I mean, before that happened, you saw him like posing for pictures and, you know, and smiling and, you know, people were flicking it up and everything else like that. And then suddenly something happened and then boom, a scuffle breaks out, then gunshots go off. I mean, when you're out in public, you know, do you ever worry about that someone is pretending to be a fan, but they're really trying to get you?
I don't know if that was the situation, but when I'm out in public, you always gotta be worried about a thing when you develop the past like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why my most peaceful times at my crib. You know, when I'm out in the street, regardless of what I'm doing, I'm looking over my shoulder. I got a life of looking over my shoulder. And
yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, unfortunately, especially if you're wearing jewelry and everything else like that, because...
Right, it's baiting, especially in LA, you know, that's why all the rappers get robbed, you know, they can't protect you in LA, bro. Bro, you know, like LA, bro, I only go to LA to take care of some, you know, get money, you know, like straight get money on business terms, you know, like I'm in Universal Studios, I'm trying to get money. Wherever I'm at, like I'm not in the streets in LA, you know. I don't really got nobody to protect me in LA but us, you know what I'm saying? I got a few grapes I fuck with, you know, but I ain't tied into really, you know, niggas I can call, you know, like and Nip gone, shit, you know.
Yeah.
Nip them used to get us rental cars and shit, makes, you know, rental trucks. But shit, you gonna get got out there, bro. You better be ready to go soon as you get off the plane. You gotta be ready to go. They gotta be in your hand. They can't be on your side. They gotta be in your hand when you know. That's how we jumping out. Like, this shit, the Wild Wild West for real.
Yeah, I mean, it is the Wild West out here. It's always gonna be. You know, I mean, it's the home of the Crips and Bloods and everything else like that, and that's never gonna change. And, you know, I mean, we don't know what happened. I don't know whether this was like someone trying to grab a chain or anything else like that, but I did just interview Baby Blue from Pretty Ricky.
Yeah.
You know, he's locked up right now. He's doing 20 months over the whole PPP, you know, fraud loan thing. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But as he's kind of going through his whole legal situation, you know, we talked about how he was in Miami outside of a bowling alley. Once again, the whole bowling alley incident. And he had this big Cuban link chain on with a big medallion on. Like the Cuban link is like huge. And a couple of dudes rolled up on him and tried to take his chain and he wouldn't give it to him and he ended up getting shot in the process. And there was actually two dudes and two shooters and he ended up surviving. He ended up going into a coma and, you know, his lung collapsed and everything else like that. And when I talked to him, I'm like, in retrospect, do you feel like you made the wrong choice? You know, because you could have been easily gone. And what kind of surprised me, he was like, nah, man, like, I can't imagine taking off my chain and giving it to another man and having them be on the internet with it and whatever else. Like, I'd rather die. And I don't understand that. I don't get it. That very moment, you know, I mean, number one, was your jewelry insured?
That's here and not there. The problem is,
but I mean, regardless. Okay, so let me
regardless, I understand where you're going with it.
Insured or not, ain't nothing worth your life.
It ain't
right?
about that. nigga ain't finna be walking around with my shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's, at the end of the day, integrity is everything. Character is everything. We Miami niggas, man, like a Cuban link, nigga, that's for a Miami nigga. Any other nigga, yeah, they probably would have gave that shit up. Hey, you see it all the time. Niggas get killed and they get robbed and niggas be on the internet with they shit. I just couldn't see that, bro. I ain't finna let a nigga, you know, I just couldn't imagine that. I couldn't fathom that. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't let that happen. I'd rather butt the jack than a nigga be holding my shit on the internet like, yeah, I took that nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. That ain't saying that was the right thing to do. You know, I wouldn't advise that to nobody else, but at the same time, shit, nigga, be a man. A man gonna be a man. I don't know, bro.
I don't get it. You know, because, you know, my jewelry's insured. If you want to rob me, you stick a pistol in my face, you can have my watch. I'm cool. I'll get my money back. You want to go on the internet and brag about how you took Vlad's watch? Go ahead. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to go snitch on yourself and get arrested? Fine. I don't care. But in your particular case, if someone stuck a pistol in your stomach and said, give me your chains, they got the drop on you. Like, it's not, you know, you're not going to be able to pull out your gun and your people, you know what I mean, got
and
caught off guard.
I'm by myself with no gun.
You're by yourself. They you know, or he had like his little cousin with him or something. You know what I'm saying?
I'm never not protecting myself. So, you know, if a nigga catch me down bad, you know, like, I probably would give it to him. But I ain't never been in that situation with not, you know, like, niggas ain't just walk. I ain't never been in that situation. You know, I ain't never been in that situation, bro. Like, when a nigga up on me, you know, I ain't never been in that situation when a nigga upped on me to rob me. I never been robbed. Nigga upped on me before, but, you know, yeah, nigga upped on me, but I ain't never been robbed.
What do you mean by upped on you?
Upped on me.
Pulled out a pistol on you?
Yeah.
Okay, but you were protecting yourself at that point.
He wasn't robbing me. He was just upped on me, you know, like hood shit. Nigga up on you, and a lot of people was out, he just took off, upped on me.
You know, after that interview, it just sort of bothered me because this dude got kids, man. And it's like, I don't know, man. Like, to die over a damn chain and leave your kids without a father, I just can't get my head around it. I just can't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
You know, that's how some niggas feel. You know, that's how he feel, I guess. You know, but you talking about respect and all that, you know, like, most people don't respect R&B artists like to be gangsters, no way. So.
He is an R&B artist. He does sex songs. I mean, yeah. he's really for the ladies.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, so. He
probably doesn't have a very big male fan base if you think about it. And that's not a knock to him, but most dudes don't listen to. I'm not listening to Pretty Ricky in the car.
But you know, a man's still a man, R&B or not. A man,
nah, I got it.
You know, so that's how he feel, and we can't knock it, Vlad.
Nah, I mean, I feel you. I feel you. But, you know, as I get older, you know, stuff like that really gets me to thinking. You know, I mean, you know, we just lost young Dolph not too long ago. And I'm thinking about all the jewelry and clothes and everything that he had. Like, I don't
know what Baby Blue, like. Baby Blue, I don't know, like, you know, he was talking about the Instagram. That shit, like, when somebody try that, it's not about the change, it's about what you're going to do after. You ain't worried about the Instagram and shit. It's about what you're gonna do after.
What do you mean?
Nobody, if you know, you gotta talk about what you're gonna do after. You know, a lot of niggas gonna take they lick. You know what I'm saying? You know, fuck what he posting it on Instagram. You know, he doing what you gonna do about it? You don't wanna see that, they gonna hurt you. What you gonna do about it? That's the question.
Yeah, but it's not worth your life.
Right.
You only got one. You only got one. And what I was saying about Dolph is that, like, yo, he was always so fresh in every picture. Like, he always had, like, the newest designer shit, always had new jewelry, always had, like, the freshest cars, everything. And I was just thinking about how now that he's in that casket, all that shit just don't matter. Like, none of it. You know what I'm saying? Like all that material shit ain't gonna help his kids because their dad ain't around no more. You're not gonna be able to hug him anymore. He's not gonna be able to tell him what to do as they get older. Like, it's sad to me that someone would really feel that a chain or really a trinket of any sort, a car or whatever, is worth dying over. But, you know, or even getting shot over. I mean, the fact that he was in a coma for 2 days and, you know, and I talked about it, I'm like, yo, do you still have, you know, medical issues from that shot? He goes, yo, it's a gunshot wound. It's a lifetime wound. You know what I'm saying? It's not something you just heal from and you never feel again. You know, you've been shot yourself. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know? So,
Especially
I don't know,
when it
man.
get cold, that shit.
Yeah. Yep. What happened to your car recently?
One of my nephews wrecked my shit.
What did they wreck?
They wrecked my new GMC AT4.
Okay, so it wasn't like the Rolls Royce truck or nothing else.
Nah.
You would have really lost it if that happened, I'm sure. Okay, so you just let them use the car and what happened?
No, it's not about, it's about, I don't like when somebody lied to me. And that's basically it, you know. I feel like he lied to me about the wreck or what happened. And that was all, you know, it was, you know, so, you know, that's how that go. You fucked up my shit, you know, you fucked up my shit and you ain't be 100 with me. You know, you lied to protect me from being mad. That's how I felt about it.
Okay. Well, how do you lie when you take someone's car and you fuck it up? Like, what do you say at that point?
You say it got wrecked the way it didn't get wrecked.
Oh, like someone hit him and it wasn't his fault or something like that?
Like, you know, hell, like you say totally what did, you know. So, I'm an uncle, man.
You know,
that's what a nephew, you gotta blues your nephews, bro. You make them strong, bro.
Yeah. And you know, the annoying part about situations like this, and you know, as a boss who has a lot of employees who occasionally fuck shit up and break shit and, you know, whatever, is that you can't really get that person to pay for what they broken. You got to take that loss on your back.
Yeah, you gotta take that L.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
he ain't holding
you're not
like
gonna
that
ask
to
your
fix
nephew.
that fucking truck like you gotta take that L. So discipline come with that L.
Exactly. You know, and if you try to make them pay it back, you just get into a cycle that's just, you're not going to win.
Right.
Because they're not going to have the money and they're going to try to get it to you or not. And then they're going to bring up some other shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, why it's not their fault and whatever. So I've just found, you know, whenever I've had someone try to pay for some shit, I've always regretted making them try to pay for that shit. You know, as a boss, you got to take the loss when people break your shit. That just is what it is.
Right.
Yep. You took mushrooms for the first time.
Yeah.
And you actually filmed it for Instagram and posted it.
Yeah.
Okay. I've taken mushrooms a bunch of times. I first started taking them in college when I was about 18 or 19.
Oh my.
And it was a lot of fun. I mean, I've had some cool mushroom trips. So you taking your first one in your 30s, how did it feel?
Well, I took one in jail. My white boy gave me one in jail, but I was sad. Like I was sad, but the ones I took in that fucking snow, like, bro, like, Vlad, I never been high like that in my life. Like, the snow was so fucking white, bro. Like, I went to a hot springs, a naked hot springs. I'm just buck naked. Bro, like, bro. Man, bro, like, that was a high, bro. Like, I laughed for like 3-4 hours straight, bro. I talked to everybody in the hot springs. Bro, I was walking around my hot spring neighbors. I love you guys. Like, bro, I was just out of control, bro. Like, I don't want no more for a minute unless I'm around a lot of people. Like, I was just, bro, like, and everybody with me was the same fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it was everybody first real time. Like, this shit was, bro. Yeah, bro, it was some, bro, and we had the real shit, bro. It was some shit, bro, like.
Yeah, man, mushrooms are fun. I recommend if you're gonna take them, definitely be an adult. Don't try to take when you're underage. But if you're an adult and you're in a safe place around people that you trust, it's a hell of a high. And I remember my first time was kind of like how you explained it. You just run around, going crazy, talking with everyone.
I'm just talking to everybody, bro. It's just love, bro. It's just, bro, like I was bro, like that shit was crazy. Then I shot some of my film out there. Oh man, you gonna see me on the film. Where's MJ eating the mushrooms? Hey, bro, this shit crazy. I'm talking to a dog. Me and the dog laying in the snow. I'm talking to the dog. Bro, this shit is bro.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, I'm glad you had a good trip. One time I had a bad trip. I'm going to tell you.
Yeah,
I
had a great trip.
I've taken mushrooms maybe about 7 or 8 times in my life. And somewhere in the middle, I had taken a batch that was a little bit too strong. And it's like I lost...
What happened?
It's like I lost touch with reality.
You lost touch with
reality just sort of, like, suddenly everything stopped making sense. Like my connection to like my house or my clothes or my car just stopped making sense. Like I felt like what it was like to be insane for a little bit. You know what I mean? It just like it just stopped making sense. Like, where you are right now, you're in your home, you're comfortable, you understand how everything works, you understand cause and effect. All that stopped making sense for a few hours. And it kind of got scary because you're like, oh shit, what if I get stuck like this?
Yeah,
like,
people tell me you'll have a bad trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, people tell me I
had a bad trip,
but I had a great trip, bro.
Yeah, it happens. So if you keep doing it, just be aware that if it does happen, just say, okay, look, let me just ride this out and not freak out the way Vlad did. And just, enjoy the ride. Because it is fun, man. And the thing about mushrooms is sometimes you actually learn about yourself. While going through that, you look at things differently and you look at your life differently and you come out of it feeling a little bit different.
Right.
So, I remember, this is a story I've told a couple of times. The reason why I decided to do music seriously was I was in Burning Man. You familiar with that?
Who?
Burning Man. Burning Man is this big festival that happens in Nevada in the middle of the desert where like thousands of people show up and like everyone just basically just kind of, gets high, parties, and there's this huge wooden man that they burn at the end of the night, on the final night, and there's all these, they basically burn everything down, right? And everyone just parties and takes various drugs and so forth. And I took acid for the first time that night, and I got in a drum circle with some other dudes, and being in that drum circle, high on acid, made me say, yo, I want to do music from now on. Like that feeling of playing to a crowd and having them react and dance, I was like, oh shit, this is what I want to do. And I became a DJ after that. My whole life changed after that night. So like I said, man, if you take shit like that, you enjoy the trip. Enjoy the trip. We had an interview in May when Rihanna and A$AP Rocky first started dating. And you said that Rocky needs to put a baby in her ASAP.
Right, I've been told him nothing that. Remember I said it.
You said it.
I say, I don't know what taking him. Hey, I think he listened. He need to put a ring on it. You need to go and put a ring on it, dog. They look good together too.
He need to put a baby in there, really.
I would have been skeeted in him. I would have been skeeted in him. I would have took that motherfucker off.
Rihanna is now pregnant.
Yeah.
Were you a little disappointed?
Everybody in my damn DM. I've never dated Rihanna. Bro, you should see my fucking DM, bro. Like, this shit is out of control, bro. People feel like, hey, bro, I'm happy for Rihanna. Like I always say, like, bro. Then A$AP Rocky, like, I feel like he ain't no bitch ass nigga. Every time we see each other, we get up to each other. Like, he got a mutual respect for me. I got a mutual respect for him. Like, bro, like, leave me alone. Damn, she pregnant? Okay, yes. God damn.
Were you a little disappointed that wasn't your baby, though? Like a little disappointed?
No, bro.
Not even a little bit?
Look, bro. I was infatuated. Listen, like, bro, everybody got somebody in the game, bro, who they, infatuated with, Everybody got their little pick. If you would pick one, who would you take in the game? Like everybody got that. And that was me with Rihanna. You know, like I'm not, you know, I ain't even have good hopes of getting Rihanna. I wasn't, you know, that shit was just a joke. You know, like I was, you know, like that's my fantasy. What is a fantasy? Something that most people never see.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's a fantasy, bro. Come on, bro. You got bitches want me. They will never touch me. Love me to death. They won't, if they see me, they gonna bend over like a motherfucking horse. Real shit.
I believe you.
But it's their fantasy. It's their fantasy. Me and Rihanna somewhere fucking is a fantasy. Damn, bro. Like, bro, fantasies, you never see them. Fuck. Leave me alone. Let that girl have a baby, a healthy baby in Jesus' name. I want Rihanna to have a beautiful baby. I fuck with ASAP. Leave me the fuck alone. Stay out my DM. Man, I woke up I woke up and I had 99 text messages from, and all of them was Rihanna picture being pregnant.
Well, right. I mean, because on our show, you talked about how you DM'd her a few times to just shoot your shot.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like, but it's not to where people should put me in that conversation as far as, you know, that is serious. They have a baby. You know, it's beautiful to everybody and to me too, to the world. Leave me alone, bro. Damn, bro, that dude has a woman. Damn, man. Shit.
I'll be honest though, and I've talked to a few people about this on camera, like TK Kirkland. I was a little bit disappointed that Rihanna did not get married before having that baby. Because I feel as someone of her caliber, and when I look at people that are her peers, Jay-Z and
Your
Beyonce.
peers, fuck all that. It's what makes you happy. Nobody don't give a fuck about peers. She a billionaire. What she gotta follow somebody else drip for? She know what she fucking doing. Everybody ain't gotta be motherfuckers and jump in marriages and steal motherfucking sneaking geek.
Well, they are talking about getting married after the baby comes. So marriage is potentially in their future.
Okay, well, that's what they gonna do. But you can't judge her for not being married.
Fair enough.
Like, bro, people fucking. If a baby comes, the baby's coming. You know, like.
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying, okay, let me tell you this, though. If you and Rihanna are dating and she told you she's pregnant and she's like, listen, but I want to get married before announcing this to the world, are you going to say no?
No. It's Rihanna.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But that doesn't have to go like that. They have a mutual understanding. Everybody not for no fake ass marriages. Everybody's not for it. If they won't do it, they can do it. But they don't have to do it when the world says.
Fair enough.
Fuck, you can tell somebody else that. You know, like, that's what people go wrong at, letting the world make their decisions. I don't let the world make my decisions. I let my heart make my decisions.
Right. So, we've talked about this before. Would you ever get married?
I'm not looking for marriage. I'm not gonna say never, but I'm not looking for marriage at all. I'm not even at the totem pole. I'm not looking for marriage.
Okay, well, a lot of times when it comes to marriage, you're not looking for marriage, but when you find that woman that you know, like, okay, I ain't gonna fuck around. Like, I need to lock this down and I need to marry this woman because this is something of a whole different level than what I've dealt with before. Have you ever been involved with a woman that, for example, had more money than you?
Not like crazy money, like over me. Like, you know, I done had a few women with this, you know, around the same bank account, the same bag, you know. But you would never know them because I don't.
Right, you don't put it out there.
Yeah.
Right. So let's just say that you found a woman, okay, who already has a similar bag, and through the course of a year or two of y'all dating, you see your money increasing dramatically because of what she brings to the table. By y'all working together, by her complimenting some of your weaknesses and amplifying some of your strengths, you go from making, let's say, $5 million a year to $20 million a year with having her around. That's when I think people start to really think like, okay, like this person, this person's different. This is special. It ain't about the sex. It ain't about this. It's like, yo, like there's a real future in this. Like you said, like if I asked you to marry Rihanna, you'd be like, hell the fuck yeah. Like it wouldn't even be a second thought. So I'm saying if you had a Rihanna caliber female in your corner, I think you might think a little differently about marriage.
I might. But money don't attract me really, you know what I'm saying? I like...
Well, money don't attract you,
money don't attract me really. I like Rihanna because her swag, bro. I fell in love with her short hair at first. First it was the short hair. You know, then it was just, bro, like, niggas ain't never had them. So I'm like, damn, you know, like, shit, this motherfucker. I liked that her swag, like niggas was like, I liked that her nigga swag, like, nigga don't do right. I liked that, you know, it's not about just the money. You know, it's not about just the money, bro, you know. But you know, like, I'm happy for Rihanna, but I love a woman for herself. I don't need I'm based on happy. I don't need a woman. I don't love a woman for what she has. Because if you love a woman for what she has and you marrying her for that, you're hustling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't, you know, you gotta be the way she takes care of me, the way I feel around her, the way when she leaves, I'm lost without her. That means more than money. That means more than anything. Cause any nigga just marrying, you know, to hustle to a bitch cause she got money, he gonna hustle that bitch and divorce that bitch in a couple years.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably why Oprah and Stedman never got married. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about Oprah and Stedman. I'm just saying as far as what I done seen in my life situations, like.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Joe Rogan. Recently, some old footage came out. Number one, there was the whole thing about him using the N-word. Did you see that whole thing?
Nah, I ain't really see it. I saw it a few times on social media.
Well, I mean, it was a couple things. So first of all, someone made a compilation video of every time he used the N-word on his podcast. And it looked like there was about 30 or 40 times. Now, it wasn't used like he was calling someone that, but he was like quoting someone and he would use the N-word sometimes with a hard R. And you just hear him say it over and 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 over again. And then there was another video that came out when he talked about how he came out of he was going to go see a movie and he comes out, he gets dropped off in a black, he was going to go see the movie Planet of the Apes and he gets dropped off in like a black neighborhood and he said, oh, when I got out there, it looked like Planet of the Apes.
From what you telling me right now, I feel like it's some racism in it. But I don't really know Joe Rogan. Did he sell drugs with black people? He didn't. He didn't sell drugs with black people. And yeah.
No,
certain people, you can't say nigger word. You just can't. You just have to have that respect for what we done been through. Some people just can't. A nigga in jail did that. A white boy in jail came in there and dapped one dude down. What up, nigga? Boom, boom, boom. Old nigga bust his fucking mouth up. Boom, 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 boom. Bitch, don't come in here like that. You gonna get right. I'm talking about just 40-year-old bust his fucking mouth up. He about 21 years old. He just coming in there. What up, my nigga? Bust his ass up right there. Like, that shit could turn out bad. But I don't, I don't know Joe Rogan. I don't know that dude like that. But if you telling me he said all that about the Planet of the Apes, if he think we look like motherfucking apes, he don't want to get me started.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, I never say the word. I got 14 years of footage on VladTV, over 10,000 clips, and I have never said it. I have never said it on camera. I don't say it off camera. I don't say it when I'm quoting. If I have to quote it in an interview, I will say the N word. And I don't even like doing that because I feel that's like offensive as well. But if I have to prove a point, I have to, reference it, but I will never actually say the word. And, a lot of times people really get it twisted. Like you said, like that white dude in prison, he probably was around his black friends using it, and they're probably like, yeah, it's cool, man. We fuck with you. We know you're not racist. Go ahead and use it around us. We're not tripping. But then you go around someone that doesn't know you, and you say that shit, and you might get punched in the face.
Right. Because all his black friend did was throw him a towel.
Right. Threw him a towel, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
You just threw him a towel.
didn't even help him.
Fuck no. Threw him a towel.
Yeah. And the thing about Joe Rogan that not everyone realizes is that Joe Rogan's wife actually had a daughter with Dino from H-Town.
Good loving, rockin', knocking the boots.
That guy. Yeah, he actually died in a car accident, I guess, shortly after they had the baby.
Yeah.
But that's Joe Rogan's stepdaughter.
Damn.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be racist if he is racist. He shouldn't be racist. But you can't, you definitely, and you're on a talk show. Like, you on a talk show. What balls you got to say a nigga word?
Well,
You're on a talk show. Like, ain't he on a talk show?
Well, not a talk show exactly. He has a podcast, but he got $100 million from Spotify.
And he's saying nigga?
Well, in his old footage. And because, when Spotify came in, gave him a $100 million deal, and basically took his whole 13-year catalog. They removed it off of YouTube and put it on Spotify. And basically, just bought him out. $100 million is $100 million. And it got to the point where the president of Spotify had to actually speak about the incident and just said that, like, we do find what he said offensive, but we're still going to stand by him and we're not going to, kill his contract and whatever else. So they're actually standing by him. I remember Trevor Noah, really had an interesting breakdown of the whole thing where it's like, there's a difference between the fringe and mainstream. What Joe Rogan was doing before was in the fringe. He was on YouTube. He had his own audience. I've never listened to a Joe Rogan podcast. The only time I ever listened to one was when my man Willie D was on, because of Willie D, not because of Joe, right? So he was in his little thing, and he has a lot of Trump supporters and whatever else, and he was doing questionable shit, but that's cool because he was on the fringe. But once he got that $100 million check, now he's in the mainstream. And people are going to be looking at your shit a lot differently when you're in the mainstream. And like Trevor Noah compared it with like a nudist colony, right? You could be in a nudist colony and have your dick out and everyone think you're cool, and it's, no one's tripping, and, you the rock star in the nudist colony. But once you put that shit on national television, people are like, God damn, we don't want to see that shit. Put your dick away. God damn. Like, and it's like, what do you mean? Like, everyone's cool with me with my dick out, but why are y'all tripping?
You gotta think about how the black people feel right now, you gotta think about it. Like, Spotify gave you that money, and them niggas you talking about, that's who made you get a lot of that money. All them niggas who, who support that shit, artists, bro, I feel like that was a real bad decision on his part I feel like who the fuck gave him, I don't know, like who was he around for him to make him feel he can say that? That's who you gotta blame, bro. Like, bro, there be people, I don't know, bro. Like, for him to say that shit, bro, like, I ain't fucking with it. I ain't fucking with it. For him to keep saying nigga word, like, that's why I asked him, did he sell dope with black people and stuff like that? Is he a certified white boy? Is he Tommy?
No.
Is he Tommy on Power?
He's not Tommy on Power. He's not Tommy on Power. He's not DJ Vlad. He's not, he's not of that clock.
And you got $100 million, bro. You got to have some kind of, I feel like that was a bad decision in it. And I really feel like, bro, if he can say that, bro, like, what's going to be said next?
Well, let me ask you a question, right? You have a lot of songs where you say the N-word in your music, and you perform sometimes where there's a large white audience, right?
Right.
So I'm going to assume that as you're performing to these white audiences, that certain people in the crowd are singing along to your songs and saying all the words, including the N-word sometimes, right?
Right.
How does that make you feel?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah.
I
Does
just
that
feel
bother
like-
you at all?
I feel like they're fans.
Okay.
I feel like they're fans. You know, they're not coming saying, nigger. You know, like, I feel like they're fans. They're pussy ass nigga, take this song. How you? Like, they're fans, bro. Like, you know, they're singing their music. It's a different type of way in a conversation that's different from a fan.
Okay, so let's
Like,
just say that one. Okay, hold on. Let's just say that one of these. Okay, after the concert, you know, backstage, one of these white fans approached you and started to sing one of your songs to you with the N-word in it, face to face. Would that bother you?
Nah,
Not at all.
wouldn't at all. It didn't happen.
Wouldn't at all.
It didn't happen.
What happened?
I got white fans, bro. Like, nigga, I got the trailer parks, nigga. Yeah, they got them everywhere, across the world.
Yep.
Yeah, they come. Yeah, like, you know, like, it's different. Like, every white boy is different. You know, you can't specifically make no kind of white race, because they got white boys who hard as steel, bro. I've been around them, bro, in penitentiary. I've been around them, bro. You can, nigga, they gonna beat you up. You gonna beat them up for 5 minutes, 10 minutes straight. But at the end, they don't stop, bro. And they got a lot of respect, bro. They got white boys who really like that, bro. Like, who came up in the same struggle as us. See, that's what the world don't fucking understand. They got white boys who came up just like Boosie. People don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Those are the ones who highly accepted, who understand us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they date our race. That's what they was attracted to all their life. That's all they damn near saw. They didn't see white girls walking through the project. So, you know, it's different strokes for every folks with me. Like, you know, you can be a white boy hater. You can be a white boy, you know, nice dude. You can be a white boy soldier. You know, same with black people, same with Chinese people, same with everybody.
There you have it. There you have it. NBA YoungBoy's out. Last time we had our interview, he was still going through his legal mess. But since our last interview, he was actually let out. And now I believe he's still on house arrest, but he's out.
Right.
Have you talked to him since he got out?
Yeah, I talked to him. Yeah.
Okay, how'd the conversation go?
That's my dog, baby. That's my dog. Bro.
How's he doing overall? Like, how's his mental?
Oh, he
well-being?
good, bro. He good, bro. He in the house. He chilling.
I mean, he's like a force of nature, man. Like, he's got the type of fan base that very few people out there have, where he could drop whatever he wants, whenever he wants, no promo, and that shit goes to number one damn near every time. You know, 100 plaques and so forth. The one thing I found interesting, though, is that he went on Instagram recently and said, don't sign Atlantic unless you want to be a slave. And I say this specifically because you used to be signed to Atlantic, right?
Yeah.
I mean, number one, what do you think he meant by that statement?
I mean, you know, I don't really want to get into, you know, I always tell you, I don't want to get into the young boy. Like, that's my dog. I don't really want to talk about him on my interview. But he say what he mean and mean what he say, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, if you take YoungBoy out of the equation, when you were on Atlantic, did you feel overall it was a positive experience, or do you feel like it was really harder to get your music out and harder to really be an artist when you're on a major label like that?
Nah, I was putting out music for Atlantic, you know, and I don't want shit on Atlantic, you know. I don't really want shit on nobody because I'm a businessman, you know. I might gotta get a check from them one day, so, you know, I don't really want shit on nobody, you know. I'm a CEO, I ain't an artist, so I ain't, you know, everybody can speak on that situation, but I just really don't want to speak on it. If I wasn't a CEO, I really get down into the major label situation, but, you know, artists still come to me and I might want to shop them over there, you know.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, man, I think, you know, I used to be in the Universal building. VladTV used to be part of SRC, so I got to see it. I think there's pluses and minuses for going to a major. I think that if you want to have hit records and want to get a ton of promo, you know, a major label is the way to go because they could make one phone call and get your song played all across the country.
Right.
You can't really do that as an independent artist. It just doesn't really happen.
You spend
you
a
know
lot
what I
of money
mean?
if
Like
you
to
gonna
be
try to get the
played.
song out.
Yeah. You'll spend a lot of money trying to do it, and you still won't do it as well as the labels because they got those relationships with the program directors, everything locked down. But that comes at a heavy cost. That comes at essentially you're not going to make any money off your albums. You're going to have to get all your money off touring. They're going to pretty much take all the sales and everything else like that. But you get to tour more because you got a hit song on the radio, right? And that hit song, you might be able to tour off that for the next 20 years.
That's what they want you to do, so they don't have to drop another album.
Right, exactly. But if you want to make more money, you know, you could go to like an Empire or like a CD Baby or whatever and make damn near all the money off your record sales.
Right.
But you won't have that hit song.
But you got to be
Or if you
established
do-
to do that. You know, the reason why I can go independent because you got to have a core fan base. Like it's a lot of that's the right way for a lot of people, majors. You know, until you make yourself. Once you're made, you know. Of course, you know, you think Atlantic want YoungBoy to be independent? What the fuck? Like, you talking the richest motherfucker, like, bro, independent? He can drop every 2 weeks, like, you know, like, bro, like, you know, like, but to get there, you know, the majors can do that.
And you know, just recently, Snoop announced that he now owns Death Row Records.
Right, I might get a song with Tupac now, shit.
Well, I don't think he owns the back catalog. I think
Might
he
be
owns
Slide
whatever.
something, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I like all the, you know, the Chronic in 2001 and Doggy Style, that's been sold off long ago and, you know, corporations own that shit. So I think what he owns is the actual imprint so he can come out with new projects under Death Row. And I think it's dope because, I mean, think about it. That's where he started. To go full circle like that, from being an artist on Death Row to leaving on bad terms and beefing with Suge and, you know, everything else like that, going to Master P and all the bullshit around it, to dissing each other and everything, to actually now owning Death Row. He owns Death Row and the old owner is in jail right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of irony here, man. A lot of irony.
That's a blessing, bro. That's a blessing. They pulled it off.
Yeah.
That's a blessing.
Yeah.
I got a gift
to
for Snoop too. I got a gift for him.
Oh, nice. You know, and to think someone like Snoop that's still repping that Crip shit, you know, he was on the Super Bowl throwing the C up, you know what I mean, to being worth hundreds of millions of dollars, you know, doing Martha Stewart shows and just being
That's
America's
a real person.
darling.
That's a real person. Like, you know, a person he's not just a gangster rapper because he came from gangster rapping. Like, you know, he's an actor, you know. I look up to Snoop and in Divas, I try to get in. You know, Snoop is a legend and don't get the credit he really deserved. But, you know, like, I fuck with Snoop, bro. For him to do that was a power move.
Right. And I think the most interesting thing is that a lot of times when people try to get to a level like that, they got to switch it up. They got to cut their hair. They got to change the way they talk. They got to change the way they dress. They got to change who their friends are, whatever else. Snoop is exactly how he was back in the 90s. Like, I don't see much of a difference in terms of his overall personality or the way he presents himself. He's the same Snoop that we've all loved all these years, man. And,
yeah, originality, bro. I'm going to be the same Moose.
There we go.
Bro.
There we go. Kanye and Kim Kardashian have divorced since our last interview. And Kanye has lost his mind at this point, where he puts up a post every 5 minutes terrorizing Kim and her little boyfriend, Pete Davidson. Do you see all those posts? Like, you know, got him in a headlock. There's a whole Marvel poster and calling him a dickhead and saying he go beat his ass. And let me tell you something. And to top it all off, Kanye buys a house across the street from Kim. Across the goddamn street in Hidden Hills, right? Across the street. Imagine if one of your exes bought a house across the street from you.
Bruh, you know.
Imagine that. Imagine one of your baby mothers who you just trying to get out your damn life, who just gets on your last fucking nerves. The most annoying kid's mother that you have buys a house across the street from you. How would you feel?
Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You know, they just going through it, bro. That's a situation, bro. You know, she with a young nigga piping her down, you know. When you been around somebody for that long, you know, and you find somebody else, that's an attachment. Your body does different things. It's an attachment. You like where you are. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Kanye, you know, he in his feelings. You know, this is family. You know, this is family he losing. You know, and he might see things that's not going right that he has to speak about as a father. My daughter ain't get no fucking TikTok at no 8 years old. I don't mean no harm now. You know,
I
like,
actually
you
agree
know,
with that.
He has a right as, you know, they co-parent. I feel like he has a right. But everybody know Kanye do too fucking much. Like he, you know, bro, I wasn't feeling that shit when he turned preacher and all that shit. You know, like, you know, bro, but you gotta feel him, bro. You know, I was like, this nigga tripping. Till I saw that nigga on that Pete Davidson on that couch with them chips with that other nigga. I say, shit, fuck that. I don't want that around my children either. Shit, fuck that. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm like, Kanye fucking tripping till he flashed that picture. I say, fuck that. I'm thinking now.
Yeah, I mean, there was the whole drama around, I guess he was invited to his daughter's birthday party. Have you ever had a situation like that where one of your kids had a birthday party that you weren't allowed to attend or something like that?
I ain't going for that, bro.
No.
I'm not going for that.
I'm assuming most of your kids' birthday parties probably at your house. I'm assuming.
Yeah. No, my kids' birthday parties be everywhere. But the level of respect I got and me and my baby mamas got, and they know how I am, they wouldn't do that to me. Like, that'll crush my soul. Like, that'll...
Yeah. You know, but, see, you have a slightly different situation because you pay child support to your kids' mothers.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian is like a billionaire. She got pretty much the same amount of money that Kanye got. She don't need a damn penny from Kanye.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? There is not a dependence on this man's income. So the relationship, now that the marriage is over, is going to be a little bit different. So I'm sure it's frustrating.
It's going to always be, hey, bro, you got to understand, bro. It's going to always be some shit. She got a young nigga, bro. Like, Kanye, he in his feelings, bro. She got a young nigga, and it's been so long with them two, man. When a woman and a man find something new and they click, it's either when you find something new, she ain't that at all, or y'all gonna click. And once y'all click after so long, that shit is tight right now. Like, that shit is tight. And Kanye, as a man going through that, he should know this type of shit. Just like I know this type of shit. So that's why he reacting the way he reacting. He probably think, you know, his family gone. And it's different when you're not in that household, how your family will be raised.
Yeah, and, you know, I mean, I just interviewed TK Kirkland. We talked about this. His opinion was that
TK
Kim
Kirkland,
Kardashian,
I like that motherfucker.
That's my man right there.
That's a real motherfucker.
Man.
That motherfucker there.
Have you ever seen him perform stand-up? Oh, you missing out. You missing out.
Nah,
I'll find out next time. I'll find out next time he's in your city. I'll get you some tickets. But what he said was that he feels that Kim Kardashian should have given her pussy a rest for a little bit after Kanye before parading, you know, a new young guy to the world like 5 minutes after she broke up.
Kim should have gave her pussy a rest. I think she should have took a break for a minute, because that's another person who shows examples in the world. Them girls in Hollywood don't rest their vaginas. They break up with you on Monday, they are dating Thursday afternoon, the new guy. Even Jennifer Lopez, right? Jennifer Lopez broke up with my man and was dating Ben Affleck less than 9 hours. and talk about how they rekindle, but they don't see the impact on how that does to the society as well. Because it shows to me, it's like, damn, bitch, you can't be alone.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, he was dating, Julia Fox, and they did the whole thing, but I almost felt that was a reaction to what Kim Kardashian did. Because to me, I'll be honest, listen, man, look, every man and woman is allowed to pursue whatever they want to do to be happy. And if they find someone to make them happy, that's cool. But considering the level of visibility for these two people, if she went and found another man, she don't have to go out where paparazzi are and have everyone film it and pictures and so forth.
There's no hiding. They got celebrity, Vlad. It's no hiding.
Yes, there is. Yes, there
no
is.
hiding.
You could have that man.
You got PR crews from both teams trying to get this shit out, bro.
Man, listen. If Kim Kardashian could say, listen, if you are fucking with me, this has to be on the down low. We could meet at certain places. We can come in separately. We're not going to hold hands. You could come in, then I could come in, or we could just.
What certain place ain't gonna see Kim Kardashian? She's not by herself.
You don't have to go out in public. You could have a private chef go to one of your other houses.
I think if you fucking Kim Kardashian, it's hard to duck it. I just think like that's Kim Kardashian, bro. Like, and I feel like both of them in their relationship, like, they made some mistakes, bro. Like, I just feel like, they just going through it, but Kanye is turned up, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He is turned. With that picture, bro, that shit made me laugh. When I saw it, because that's one of my favorite scenes on the movie. When I saw that picture, bro, and he said, skeet, bro, I'm like, bro, this dude funny, bro. Kanye funny, bro. Kanye funny, bro. He want his family back. The man want his family back, bro. But he got to understand, man. She getting dick down right now, man. That shit, bro. And that shit steady pulling her away. When something new come, bro, you gotta feel it, Vlad, bro. That's why, when women be in marriages, sometimes they fall right into something. Because, man, the pleasure, everything be so there, bro. And that's how it happens, bro.
Right. Well, if I were to guess what I see in their future between Kim and Kanye, what I see is two words. And those two words are restraining order. That's what I think is going to happen at some point. She is going to get a restraining order on Kanye because this is what happens when men get obsessed with women and they start to really act out and act crazy and moving across the street and start to stalk them. And I think he had like a truckload of roses at her house and all this other shit. And, I think at some point she's going to get a restraining order. And I hope that whatever he's going through, he doesn't snap and do something violent that ultimately will land him in prison over the situation because at the level that he's functioning right now, it wouldn't completely surprise me. That's what I think.
Yeah, like, he going out, bro. Dude want his family back, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe she should give him another chance, bro. Like, he doing all this, maybe she should give him another chance. But I just feel like, Kanye was going, bro, that girl was tired, bro. Come on. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real on VladTV. She was tired.
She was tired.
Yeah, let's keep it real, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, she was over it. She filed the divorce papers.
You say it's two words. I think it's two words, too, bro.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's over.
That's what I think, bro. I don't think she going back to that, bro. Like, I feel like they need to get together and do some good co-parenting and, make it work, bro. Like, I'm not worried about I'm just glad my baby mamas, I don't know Pete Davis, but I feel like my baby mamas all on made choices with their next baby fathers to pick somebody who, I feel like I trust around my kids. I can't say that, but
right.
Like I said, when I saw that picture, I was like, hey. If that picture came out and that was my baby mama's baby daddy, it's up.
Mm-hmm.
I got something to say about that, Vlad. I'm gonna take it there.
Yeah.
I don't want my son to see two men on a fucking couch eating chips with drawers on. I don't give a fuck if it's I don't give a fuck.
Tiny whiteys with that. Tiny whiteys.
Fruit of balloons. I don't give a fuck. I got something to say.
Well, recently there was a trans swimmer that went from being ranked 462 as a man to being ranked number 1.
I commented on it.
Number 1 as a female.
You saw what I commented?
I did.
Under it. Cheater.
Cheater.
He was ranked 168 in the men.
462.
462. And he's number 1 in the women. Cheater. That's the only thing. That's the only thing you can think of. Cheater. That's saying a guy who makes an F yearly round passes the ACT with an A. No, you cheated. That's how I feel about that situation.
Yeah, I agree. I personally don't think that it's fair for a trans
fair. In a minute,
for
5 years, 10 years,
a male trans athlete to compete in women's sports because
in
men
women's
are just
sports,
born.
bro.
Yeah,
let them women have their glory, man.
Yeah.
We let that shit go down in 5, 10 years. They're gonna have kids raising their children to be big, strong motherfuckers, then turn into women and take over the sport and get $1 million contracts. Watch.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, women's sports really.
Because motherfuckers think money. Motherfuckers think money. Yeah, go get a motherfucker 7'5", and turn him to a woman. And put him on the motherfucking NCAA team. And have him dunking like Shaq. Fuck y'all mean. It's this world. I ain't happy in it. I'm just in it.
No, I feel you, man. Because, you know, at the end of the day, women's sports in general, I feel, have always had an uphill battle compared to the male sports. You know,
women don't get paid like men.
Exactly.
Women don't go through the stuff, bro.
Yeah.
A woman pussy bleed. Like, bro. You know what women go through, man? Sit your ass down, man. Get the fuck out the pool, man. Get your ass out the pool, man. Real shit. You cheating, bro. Get your ass out the pool. It's not acceptable in my mind. I don't know who gonna agree with me, but I'm gonna tell them, get your ass out the pool, man. This girl been training her whole life. You got girls been training since they were 4 years old. Their shoulders not made like yours.
Right.
Like, bro,
I mean, think about
bro, come on, bro.
Right. I mean, think about this, right? Let's just say Kevin Durant put on a wig and decided to join the WNBA.
Come on, bro.
What would happen? What would happen?
Kevin Durant, bro, come on. It's cheating, bro. It is cheating, bro. They got girls been training their whole life to be good at women's sports. At women's sports. If you let the swimmer do that, it gonna turn into the NBA, bro. Like it's gonna keep on going, bro. That's the first one, bro. Like, come on, bro. It's not right, bro. It's not, bro. 4, 6 to 8, y'all where your ass supposed to be. Number 1, bro, come on, bro. You made F's, bro. How did you ace the ACT, motherfucker? You cheated.
I've noticed that Lil Nas X has been kind of quiet since your last little back and forth with him. Like, I haven't heard nothing. I don't even think he's on social media anymore.
I don't know.
You know? The Boosie effect, I guess.
I wasn't checking for Nas X, bro. I just, he caught me on a bad day, that's all.
There we go. There we go. If he ever called you up and said, hey, man, listen, let's just squash. We ain't got to do a song. We ain't got to do whatever. I just want to talk to you man to man, and I want to just talk about whatever issues you and I have with each other and just work it out privately without nothing public. Just him and you on the phone. Would you talk to him?
I don't think I'll talk to him, bro. Like, I don't think I'll talk to him because I don't. Once I cross paths with somebody, I just leave it to be, and that makes it die down. I don't, once somebody, that shit be over, that should be over, you know. But, you know, I wish him the best in his career, bro. You know, like, I don't, like I've been told in the world, I have no hatred towards him. You know, I just felt he was doing a lot of stuff that was out of line, but I have no hatred towards him. And I wish him the best, bro.
There we go. And hopefully he gets this message and, you know, the two of y'all could just move on without having to do any more interactions with each other. Because at the end of the day, man, you successful, he's successful. You have your fan base, he has his fan base. The fan bases probably don't overlap too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of Lil Nas X fans listen to Lil Boosie, and I don't think a lot of Lil Boosie fans listen to Lil Nas X.
Right.
And that's okay. There's nothing
I
wrong
got
with
gays
that.
listen to me now. Boy, I got some gays love me. You think the gays hate me? You think the gays hate me? I got some gays love me.
I'm not saying they hate you.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying they hate
Okay.
you.
I got some gays
But-
bump my motherfucking music. I swear to God I do. I swear to God I do. I have gays at my shows.
Speaking of gay, Isaiah Rashad, rapper on TDE, recently had a video get leaked with him and two men.
Who?
Isaiah Rashad.
Who is that?
Isaiah Rashad is on TDE, which is, you know, the label that Kendrick and Schoolboy Q is on and everything else like that. He's actually a pretty dope rapper. He has a baby mother, he has a kid and everything else like that. And then out of nowhere, you know, I guess his phone got hacked or someone else's phone got hacked, but a video came out of him having sex with two men and no women.
Bro, if you gay, it's gonna come out. God gonna make that come out. God gonna make that come out for your choices. You know, you just gotta ask for forgiveness. All sins are the same, though, you know, but God gonna make that shit come out. You ain't gonna be in that closet. If you is in the closet, that shit, you coming out that fucking closet. Cause Mad Day, the one who fuck you, he gonna tell everybody he fuck you. You know, or if you fucked him, or however it goes, when Mad Day come, just like a woman. It's just like a woman, bro. When Mad Day come, bro, they gonna say some shit, bro, you know.
Yeah, and well, his baby mother actually DM'd me and wanted to like do an interview or something, and I'm like, I'm gonna leave this alone. That's between y'all.
It
Like,
doesn't,
I'm not
if the
gonna-
video came out, she can't say nothing. It's nothing for her to say but let it die down. Before your VladTV be seen across the world to your kids and everybody. I think she should just let it die down if that's the situation. Because you can't justify a nigga fucking niggas. You know, you gonna look bad because you feel like the world gonna feel like you ain't do the right job, baby.
Yeah, man, listen, there's lots of down low guys out there. There's lots of dudes who are gay who also have kids. And, you know, whether they had those kids before they realized they were gay, or maybe they had those kids to try to hide that they're gay, you know, or maybe they're just bisexual. Maybe they like men and women. Gucci Mane's old artist, Lil Wop, came out recently as bisexual.
What?
You heard about that? Yeah, Lil Wop said he's bisexual.
I ain't know about Gucci signing a punk, huh?
Well, I mean, he's not signed anymore. He was signed like back in the day.
Oh, okay.
He's not a current artist, but he
all
was.
right.
Gucci
got some heels on.
Gucci did sign him.
Gucci got some gangster shit on his label. I don't know about that.
But you
if
got some gay
know-
gangsters out there too, man. Don't get it twisted. You
Yeah,
got some-
but it's gonna come out, Vlad. That's what I'm saying. All
Yeah.
these people, all these motherfucking crews who fucking around with all that shit, bro, that shit gonna come out, bro. If you watching
Yeah.
this interview now, bro, like that shit gonna come out, bro. The shit gonna come out, bro.
Yeah, and listen, you gotta live your truth, man. I think that if you're gay, most times, especially in 2022, you actually will do better coming out the closet as opposed to trying to hide it and trying to avoid it and everything else like that. I remember when Mr. C first got caught with the transgender, I remember he called me up and he like threatened not to, you know, to ban everyone that I was cool with off Hot 97 if I kept posting about the shit, and he was denying it and everything else like that. And then ultimately, he admitted to it. And I think his life's been better after that. You know, he got to live his truth.
I feel like Mr. C is a little different from a gangster rapper or something like that, because You gotta understand, once you gay as a gangster rapper, it's over, basically. You gotta find another field to talk to. So, I'm not gonna totally agree with you about it's just cool to come out. Them niggas, they got some motherfucker gonna stay in the closet forever. And they protect, and a lot of the motherfuckers protecting something, Vlad. They protecting something. Fuck how they feel inside. They gay as fuck and they protecting something.
Like their kid.
Like their family. Like, this coming to them kids at school. And they kids at school, yo daddy, yo daddy, like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, because when Isaiah Rashad, when that video came out, a bunch of artists that worked with him came forward and was like, yo, man, like, we don't care what he does in his spare time. He's a dope artist. And listen, Isaiah Rashad is actually a dope artist. I'm not going to say he's not. I mean, he is. I listen to his shit. He has some dope music out there. And a bunch of the artists came forward like, yo, we support him, whatever. His streams went up and so forth. But, that's just certain people. When you look at the comments, it's all a bunch of homophobic comments from just the crowd, the commenters,
right.
The trolls, everything else like that. You got to deal with that. Yeah, you got to deal with that.
You got to deal with that. You got some people's not with that at all, Vlad. And he has a fan base also now who's going to run his streams up. He just has to acknowledge that fan base. You don't acknowledge that fan base and you're going to really be having nothing. Because on this side right now, those comments are going to come from people derogatory,
Yeah.
Who don't agree with that. Everybody doesn't agree with that, and they have a lot of people who do. So you have to choose a side as an artist or stay what? In the closet.
In the closet. So how many times has your Instagram been shut down since our last interview?
About 3 or 4.
What is your current Instagram page? Because, every so often I get people
Boosie
DMing me.
2.0.
Okay,
that's the only one I go live on. I can't go live on America's Most Wanted IG, but I'm still posting on it.
Right, because every so often people hit me and said, hey, listen, I'm talking to this Instagram account. They want me to send some money. I don't know if it's real or not. Can you find out? And I'm like, I'm staying out of this shit. Like, I'm not here to
I'm
police.
beefing though. This shit is beef. Like, this shit is social media beef with me and them. Like, they don't like me. Like, I can't even post Jordans. They took my post down the other day because I posted some Jordans, asking who had them in Atlanta. I can't put they.
Wait, you can't. I mean, but that doesn't make any sense. So posting some Jordans, who got Jordans in Atlanta, you suddenly got that post taken down.
I got it hard with Instagram. I done said some fucked up shit about Instagram too. But I think, when somebody take an avenue from you, I'm a street nigga. If somebody take an avenue from you where you making money, if you ain't got nothing to say about it, you ain't no real person. So that's why I'm going pay-per-view now, I'm going pay-per-view now.
Right. Well, I mean, when you talk about, you should have said some certain things. I think today you said, hey, Mark and Adam, you're referring to Mark Zuckerberg and Adam, who's the head of Instagram, I want to fuck your wife. I mean, I'm going to guess that that's not going to help your whole Instagram case, putting that out there, but Boosie going to be Boosie, so it is.
I'm not making money off Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm not making, Vlad, that's not my avenue anymore. I'm not successful off Instagram anymore. I just get an Instagram account, I get 300,000 followers in a couple of days. Like, that's not my avenue, that went to movies and other things like that. That's not my avenue. They took my live this morning. I'm gonna have something to say. I shouldn't have went too hard, but me and my girl down there, we broke up today, so I just had a bad day, bro. A lot of shit happened today. And just been a whole crazy ass day, bro. And they all, they took an avenue from me. And and I'm not gonna physically attack them or nothing like that. I can't fuck with nobody like that. Like, I'm a businessman. This shit this shit is just cat and mouse, you know. I just let you know, okay, I don't make money off your site, but read this,
Right. Wait, so you and your girl broke up?
Look like it, yeah.
Man, that's too bad. It seemed like y'all are really a good couple.
Yeah, look like it.
Well, like they say, man, it ain't over till it's over. It ain't over till it's over. She gonna have a hard time trying to find another Boosie.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You would never. It ain't got nothing to do with no money.
You know what I mean? But then again, Pete Davidson's out there, so you gotta be careful, man. Pete Davidson might be snatching up all your exes out there. Oh man, what if Pete Davidson got Boosie's girl too?
Playing,
oh shit.
Pete Davidson ain't playing, boy. Pete Davidson, boy.
What would you do if your girl posted up a picture of her hugged up with Pete Davidson? Would you go all Kanye on this shit too? Like,
fuck no. Fuck no. I never did that. Like I take my lick. When it's like if I break up with a girl, bro, you gotta take your lick, bro. You gotta you can't, that's your weakness, bro, That gonna make a girl never come back, bro, cause, I can't show that, bro. I can't show that, bro. I threaten somebody, I'm going to jail.
Yeah, I've never stalked a woman. I've never demeaned myself in front of a woman because I just feel like I'm the shit. And there's millions of other women out there that are willing to take her place. I just gotta go find them.
Right, I ain't never stalked a woman either. I've called a woman back. But, I've never stalked a woman. I didn't call, man, come back. Come on, man. Fuck
yeah, of course,
I've
course.
I never stalked a woman.
Yeah, man, listen, I've never showed up. I've never showed up at a woman's house, waited for her and everything else like that. And I know how bad it can get, man. I had a home invasion situation with some dudes, some girl I was messing with, her ex-boyfriend jumped in through the window.
I did one time. No, I
really?
ain't stalker. I did some shit though.
What kind of shit?
I was with her 12 years, my girl Juanita. I did some shit. She said she was gonna leave me. She was gonna take the key and she was gonna leave me. So I got a couple of my partners to go outside the house. And I told her I'm finna shoot that bitch up. I say I'm finna shoot that bitch up. She looked out the window, they rolled off. I just scared her though. That was the craziest shit I ever did. I just scared her.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I was with a girl and I had a dude jump in through the window in the middle of the night. So I've seen how crazy shit could get.
Yeah, I did. That's the craziest shit I done did, but I ain't do no.
Yeah.
I had fucked up. I had a baby on my girl. I needed my girl, man. I ain't lying, bro. I needed my girl. I wouldn't have took it there, as far as, but I took it there, I scared her a little bit.
I got a crazy baby story for you. I got a story that might even top, all your various stories. So I'm interviewing Gary Payton, right? One of my hometown heroes, grew up, from the Bay. And there was a story that I brought up that he had 2 kids. He was with his girl and started messing with his old girl from high school. He got his main girl pregnant and got his high school girl pregnant 5 months later.
Me too.
But wait, it gets better. They had both the women had kids. They were both boys, and he named both the kids Gary.
And they named both the kids Gary?
Gary II, who's currently playing in the NBA for the Warriors, and Gary Jr.
That's crazy. He a legend. That's a legend now, bro.
Gary Payton II and a Gary Payton Jr.
Jr. Right.
Okay. All right.
So they're like, what are they, 5 months apart? They're 5 months apart.
I didn't know that part. Okay.
Yeah, they're 5 months apart. So it's like, when I was dating my Gary II's mom, who I met in high school,
And then when I got the NBA, I had a relationship with another lady. So happened they both had the kids in the same year. So it was like they both wanted to name him Gary. So I said, okay, cool. You could name one Gary Jr. and one Gary II. So it was one of them things where it worked out for me. I'm happy for that. I got 2 sons named after me. We can keep my name going on. So that's all I was talking about. Just keep my name going on.
And people were saying, like, when that clip came out, they were like, we have no idea why his nickname is the Glove, because he clearly don't use condoms at all. Like, that is the wrong nickname for this man right now.
Gary Payton. My son, man, my son tooted, bro. Like, I'm at the Hawks game, right? My son tooted, bro. He drove the fuck out of me, bro. He say, Daddy, you acting like a damn groupie. I see Gary Payton, right? I'm like, man, I'm finna go get a picture. That's the Glove. You know what I'm saying? So I went and took a picture with Gary Payton. I waited to take a picture with him and everything. Like, Gary Payton a legend. My son don't know nothing about no fucking Gary Payton. He telling me I'm tripping. No, nigga ain't gotta have no jewelry on. Nigga on a jumpsuit. You don't know who that is, nigga.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Gary Payton, I think, was the closest person to almost stop Jordan. If you remember those finals, like he put it on Jordan. Like,
yeah,
you know
I didn't
what I mean?
like
He
Gary
made
Payton. I did not.
Because you love Jordan.
I did not. He used to be on Jordan ass. I did not like Gary Payton. I was infatuated with Michael Jordan, so, I ain't like Gary Payton. That nigga, he was hard, bro. He was hard. That's a real legend. My son, like, you acting like a fan. I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. But you know something? He's considered one of the baddest trash talkers in basketball of all time, but he actually told me who's a more vicious trash talker than him. You know who that is?
Who?
Larry Bird.
Who?
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird?
He said Larry Bird would get up in your face and he would tell you the shots that he gonna make on you. He said, watch this, I'm gonna score a 3-pointer on you. Bam. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the right now, score on you again. Bam. And he would just sit there and just get in your fucking head and just tell you all the ways he gonna score on you and actually do it. He said that people do not give Larry Bird the credit he deserves. That's a bad motherfucker right there. He said
like
Larry Bird is, you didn't like Bird?
No.
Because you were a Magic fan?
Huh?
Magic Johnson? Because you were a Magic Johnson fan?
No.
Okay, why didn't you like Bird?
Not a Magic fan. I wasn't a Laker fan. I was a Bull. Ever since he put his shoes on.
Well, there you have it.
And I hated Detroit. I hated Detroit. I hated Detroit. They didn't play fair. I hated Detroit.
Yeah, the bad boys, man. They would fuck you up on that, on that court.
That's why I was telling them, and I was glad I was like 7, 8 years old. I got to see this, so I know what the players right now, like, the fouls they would have got, they would have jumped straight up fighting. If they played in the league back then, they would have jumped up straight up fighting, so it's a different league now. Then people, I saw what Michael Jordan went through, it was different.
Oh yeah. No, it's a much softer sport now. You know what I'm saying? You can get fans kicked out for acting crazy, you know what I mean? They'll call fouls a lot quicker, they'll take people out, they'll suspend people. Back then, you could beat people up on the court and they'll let it go.
Right.
Yeah. But before we get off the whole, social media thing, do you think Mark Zuckerberg will let you into the metaverse?
The metaverse?
The metaverse. Do you think he'll let you into the metaverse?
What's the metaverse?
The metaverse is, okay, well, that's like the virtual world.
That people talk about they looking into. Oh, a girl was talking about that the other day.
Yeah.
Like,
in the metaverse.
It can make you, some shit they were saying.
Well, it's like an actual world that you could go in and you could have an avatar, you could have a character that goes around and interacts in this world, and you could actually buy real estate in the metaverse. So you could get a house in the metaverse. There was this big story where like Snoop has a house in the metaverse and someone spent like $500,000 to buy a house next to Snoop's.
I'm not interested in the metaverse. Like, I'm not interested in, I told you I got smoke with these people. Like, you know, people took 11 million followers from me, bro. You know what they'll be at right now?
Probably 20 million.
You know what they'll be at right now? For you to just
Like
take
20 million.
somebody's Instagram who's never been taken? You know how that affects somebody? What if that was my only income?
Yeah.
What if that was my only income?
Right.
But you know, when you got money like that, you don't think about that. You don't think about that. He don't think about my, you know, you don't think about that shit.
Nah, they don't care about you or me or whatever. They're looking at billions of people. So, and at the end of the day, man, you got to accept that these are not your platforms.
Right,
These are someone else's platforms. You are a guest. You are a guest
they
on
don't give
that
a fuck
platform.
They looking at billions of people.
Right.
But they know Boosie.
Yep. Did you hear about the Dave Chappelle thing where he stopped a low-income housing project in a city?
He did what?
Okay. So Dave Chappelle lives in Yellow Springs, Ohio. A little small town in Ohio where he has this huge house and he's invested a lot of money into, right? He has $65 million of investment into this town. And he owns buildings, he owns properties, he owns businesses and so forth. Recently, a housing developer was building a bunch of housing in that city, part of which was going to be low-income housing. Dave Chappelle shows up to the community meeting and says that if y'all build this low-income housing, I am pulling all my money out of this town. All my $65 million, I'm going to shut it all down if y'all build this. And it's actually on video. It has him saying that. And because of him pushing the way he did, they ended up voting it down, and that low-income housing is not being built because of Dave Chappelle. And a lot of people are upset about that.
Low-income housing is what, like projects?
Could be projects. It could just be, you know, a lot of times they'll build a housing, you know, like a bunch of apartments, and a certain amount will be put aside for low-income families where the rent's a lot lower and you know, subsidized and so forth.
He might be trying to just build a fucking player's paradise. Fuck, that's what I'm saying. He might want to build a player's paradise. He don't want all them niggas in there. You know how it go, man. Let's keep it real, man. We as black people, all us not businessmen, all us, you know, some of us criminals, and that's white rape, that's white everything. He might be building a player's paradise, fuck. 65 million, I say who the fuck come in this bitch and who leave? You know what I'm saying? You gotta take it from this $65 million. He might want to build a player's paradise. He don't want nobody selling weed. He don't want no robbers. He don't want, he feeling like low income. He's not saying it, I'm saying it. He feel like low income gonna bring the motherfuckers who gonna fuck it up. Basically. And he has 65 million in it. Yeah, they might want a player's paradise. You know?
I mean, look, it's a little small town in the middle of nowhere.
He might be doing it for the rich. He's not doing it for the poor. Basically, he's not doing it for our people. He's not doing it. He's doing it for successful motherfuckers like us. He's not doing it.
Yeah, I mean, look, people like to, you know, listen, people are complex, man. Like, no one's a certain type of way all the time. At the end of the day, Dave Chappelle is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. You know, he's worth way more money than me and you put together. And at the end of the day, people with that type of money make decisions that they can make.
Right.
You know, if they want to build a player's paradise. And I remember he did an interview with David Letterman, and they went to his town, and he just talked about how he could live in LA or New York or Miami or whatever, but he likes this town, he likes the way it is, and he likes the feel of it, and that's what he calls home, and that's why he settled down there. And he's put tens of millions of dollars in this shit.
Projects and shit like that, bro. No. I didn't build a estate by the projects. I didn't build a estate around people with low income, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, you know what I'm saying? If that's his town, he just spent the 65 million, he say he feel like that's his home, that's where he gonna lay his head. Mm-hmm. You don't want drama where you lay your head. And people gotta understand that. You don't want drama where I spent 65 million. You don't want drama. Whatever I spent, this is what I call home. You want a safe home, bro. That's just how I'm live, bro. If you ain't bringing peace in my life, I don't want you around me. And that should be for everybody in the world. Because we gonna die soon. Everybody gonna die. One thing, you gonna die. Mm-hmm. So if you ain't trying to, this little time we got, if you ain't trying to give me peace, like don't say, you ain't trying to give me peace, I don't need you around me.
Your artist, Young Blue, continues to blow up. I'm seeing all types of different features and looks and everything else like that. Did y'all finally work out whatever contractual situations y'all had?
Nah, I gotta take everybody to court, bro. Like I gotta take everybody to court, bro.
You're gonna take Young Blue to court over this?
Well, Young Blue ain't really in it. It's just the people who all was behind it, bro. People did some messed up business, bro. Like, and it's coming back. They're gonna come back to hunt everybody, bro. But I just was fucked over, bro. But I got it. Like I'm straight.
Yeah, I mean, that's too bad because
I don't even really blame Blue. Like,
yeah.
But I got him. Like I got it. Like this shit is crazy.
I mean, it's too bad because, and I've said this before, I had never heard of Young Blue until you personally approached me and asked me to do an interview with him because you
on VladTV. I begged you.
On VladTV.
I begged you. You say, bro, I never heard of him. Like, how is he gonna benefit VladTV? I say, I'm telling you, motherfucker, I'm telling you. But it ain't no, bro. It's just people over him, like a lot of people over him, a lot of labels, and it's just a big old thing right now. But the court's they gonna figure that shit out.
Yeah, this just seems to happen a lot too, because it's like, look, for those that don't know, the music industry is, I think, the roughest business to be in.
Right.
For every Young Blue that blows up and has songs with Drake and so forth, you're gonna have 10 other artists you sign that you're just gonna lose money on that go nowhere, right? But then the person that blows up, you think you're going to properly benefit from it, but then people get in their ear, they can start getting pulled in different directions. Like, I don't know if you saw recently how Meek Mill talked about how he felt he discovered Roddy Ricch, and then Atlantic ended up taking him. And, Roddy Ricch was like, well, no, he didn't discover me. It was really Nipsey Hussle was the one that really gave me my thing. And Meek wasn't really involved. But I clearly remember Meek Mill shouting out Roddy Ricch on his Instagram page. And that was the first time I ever heard of Roddy Ricch. So there was clearly some sort of involvement. But once these artists that someone discovers ends up going platinum, the person rarely benefits the way they're supposed to, and the artist rarely stays loyal to the person that discovered them.
Yeah, it go down like that a lot of times, but I just feel
usually,
like, with this
not always, but usually.
Yeah, hell yeah, because you got so many people, you gotta understand, bro, you got so many people try to come in, bro, and they just made some bad decisions, bro, and we'll get past this shit, you know what I'm saying? But as a businessman, I gotta do as a businessman what I gotta do, It's only right, these other labels came in and tried to X me out, and this man signed to me, so.
There you have it. I hope y'all work it out, man. I hope y'all work it out. Because like I said, I credit you to his success. Now, and I've interviewed him before twice, and we talked about how he had a buzz before you stepped in and so forth. But I feel like you definitely took it over the top with him, and just is what it is, I guess.
Hell yeah, I always tried to help Blue, bro. Blue. Yeah. Blue was special, bro. Blue one of the biggest, bro. Like I was telling you that, Vlad.
You were.
I was telling you that, bro. Like he one of the biggest, bro. It's just. Shit just get crazy when you get to making money, man. Motherfucker be trying to come in who ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, before his song was out there, when I had 11 million followers, every song I'm doing a video to. I'm on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, motherfucking big labels, like, you know, like, they come in and you still don't be happy in the end with the fucking labels, bro. But I just feel like we gonna get through it, you know. Of course gonna get through it, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want his money. I want him to have all the money. I want their money.
Yeah. And I heard he just announced he's having a daughter, man. So congrats on that.
Yep, congrats on that. Blue gonna catch me in a minute, shit. I'm thinking about going back in that hatch me.
Tristan Thompson just had his third baby. He had a side baby while he was with Chloe. And as she was pregnant, I guess she released some text messages where he was trying to get her to abort the baby for $75,000 and trying to convince her that he's about to retire from basketball. So as an unemployed man, her child support is only going to be a couple $100 a month anyways. So take that $75,000 because it's more mutually beneficial. She ended up having the baby anyways. You know, what makes me a little sad about a situation like this is that at one point, that baby gonna get old enough to read and know that her father tried to kill her for $75,000.
I would have did the same thing, probably. Shit.
Oh yeah, you would pay off
like
someone?
A baby. That's $75,000 worth more than millions, bro. Like, you know, that y'all not agreeing with. You know, it's gonna be a, you know, but you can't make a woman gonna do what she do in the end. But, you know, it was worth a try, bro. You know, that would have took a lot of pressure off him. I think if she would have took that 75 and aborted it, that would have took a lot of pressure off him. So I think that was a nice move.
Yeah. And now that the dust has settled, I guess she's getting paid $40,000 a month. So
$40,000 a month, 12 months in a year, 18 years.
Let's do the math.
I don't even know it, bro. You're not gonna be playing basketball that long.
That is $8.6 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although he's clearly not going to be playing basketball for the next 18 years. He is probably going to retire in the next, year or two. And his income probably will go down and so forth. But, at the end of the day, a text message like that, when his daughter is going to get to read that, is going to be a very uncomfortable day.
Nah, I guess, he's going to be in the daughter's life too. So,
Yeah.
A daddy can explain that, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't want your mama to have a baby for me, like I was, he'll be able to explain it to his daughter. Whatever he got, son, whatever.
Since our last interview, young Dolph got killed.
Yeah.
How well did you guys know each other?
I knew Dolph. Yeah, I knew Dolph. Yeah. I'm part of his legacy,
news,
bro. Like everybody who died, I feel like I'm somewhat part of their legacy, and I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be able to tell my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. All the ones who done died, bro.
I mean, he got killed in his hometown. And from what I understand, he don't even live in Memphis anymore. He lives in Atlanta. That was his home base. But he went back to Memphis, his hometown, how you always say rappers get killed in their own city, hypnotized with hatred, that started to come up like all the way down my timeline. He goes back to go hang out at this one cookie shop that he usually goes to, and he gets murdered. When you heard the news, what'd you think?
Shit. When Dolph died, like we strengthened up. Me and my people, we strengthened up with everything. We strengthened up.
Yeah. that whole situation was a mess. And I think what kind of bothered me about it is that, you know, we don't know the whole situation around it, but there was so much violence leading up to that situation. You know, he got his car shot up that one time, survived that. Then in LA, he got shot, survived that. And every time that happened, he made songs about it. Right? Talking about, he had a song called 100 Shots. He had an EP called N-Words Get Shot Every Day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like he was using these violent situations to kind of build up his career and to really say, like, yeah, man, I'm untouchable and you can't get me. He had an album called Bulletproof after his car got shot up. And you look at that and the way he ultimately went out is just sad because it seemed like, it's almost as if he wasn't taking it as seriously as he should. You know what I'm saying? Like, death is something you can't come back from. And you had two situations where you were right there on the edge of death, and yet, it was sad to hear. We had done an interview with him a long time ago. I was the one that did the interview, and I remember when you and I did that interview where I said that he had turned down a $22 million deal, and you were like, "What's wrong with Dolph?" Remember that? Young Dolph, I guess, turned down a $22 million deal. You heard about that?
Oh, yeah? What the fuck wrong with Dolph? Didn't get that much money? A $22 million solo deal?
I remember he got mad at me and was like, "Oh, you hating on me or you laughing or whatever." And I'm like, "I'm not laughing. We're just talking about an unrealistic situation. Like, I don't think you really turned down a $22 million deal, but, we still fuck with you." So I didn't have anything against him, but it made me sad to hear the way he went out. And then, you come to find out that he had kids and he had bought a bunch of property in Memphis. He bought a bunch of property in Memphis for his kids and kind of left behind a legacy. And, he signed artists like Key Glock and so forth. It just made me sad, man. And to go out like that in broad daylight and to get, in the middle of the day and just to get killed like that, it kind of, it depressed me. When you heard about it, knowing, you guys have the relationship that you had, were you shocked, surprised, or was it like, well, you almost saw it coming in a certain type of way?
I mean, I was shocked that it was Dolph, but I know how it go in the street too. I know how this shit go, I don't choose sides. I don't, if we ain't step together, I don't choose sides, But I was like fucked up, it's Dolph, Dolph. I motivated Dolph to rap. Dolph, I was looking for some weed and the nigga named Shay called Dolph in 2006, 2007. Dolph bought me 2 ounces. Dolph pull up, bought me 2 ounces of weed. I was in my black Bentley. Dolph said this Dolph came then said this shit on stage and everything. I was in my black Bentley, he sold me 2 ounces. That nigga say, when I left, he say, "Man, bro, I'm finna rap. If that nigga can drive a Bentley coupe off rapping, I'm finna rap." Dolph told me that story the first time I ever saw him. He always tell me that story, you know what I'm saying? So I motivated Dolph, but you know how it go, bro. You just glad he a legend, bro, You just glad he a legend. Us street niggas, we gonna die, bro. Like, street niggas, we gonna die. That's just how it is, bro. And especially if you going back to him, you taking a chance of dying. When you going back to him, because the niggas in your city won't kill you more than anybody. All them other niggas from other states, them niggas don't be want to kill you like that. That shit be for Instagram, and the niggas in the city really won't kill you. Like, like niggas in the city, it's too much shit to happen. You know how that shit go, bro. Like, That's how that shit go.
Yeah, and he was in a city in a car that everyone knew was his. It had that, that kind of camouflage wrap on it that everyone knew was his. He was in a mall, in a plaza at a cookie shop that he would regularly go to, so people knew that, he might stop by there. He seemed to have been by himself, I think. And yeah, in the split second, it all went bad. And then it just seemed like Memphis turned into a mess, because I think like one or two other people got shot at that same area where he got shot. And then someone else got killed in the house where they found the getaway car. And then the dudes who did it got caught. And just recently, I guess they had to see the judge for the second time. And both times they said that they don't have the money for a lawyer. And to me, that's kind of mind-blowing, because when you look at these dudes' Instagram pages, they got the jewelry on, they got the designer clothes on, they're in Benzes, all that, bragging. You go through all that bragging, all that Instagram stunting.
You gotta understand, Vlad, everybody who got a Benz and shit like that, that don't mean you got real money. When it's situations like this, it's not small money. It's not no small money. Whoever takes this case, you got, it's Dolph, you gotta pay him, Like niggas can show you on Instagram, they sack, but, everybody don't be, we niggas be stunting, everybody's stunt. That's what the gram, a lot of niggas be stunting, bro.
Right.
That they got money, but they don't have real money. Like you get in trouble, nigga. You know what I paid for my lawyers? Like this shit real, bro.
Right. I mean, because you fought a murder charge. How much you spend on lawyers? You've told me this before.
Like $250,000 or more.
$250,000. Right. Right. And your shit, I mean, yeah, it was high profile because it was you, but you didn't, you weren't charged with, involved in someone as big as a young Dolph. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that brings another dimension to the shit. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you got to have a good $250,000, $500,000. And even then you got to be lucky. You know what I'm saying? That $250,000 might get your plea deal down a little bit, but you're probably not going to walk away from it. So.
Glad it's not that easy, bro. Like I don't give a fuck who get killed. It's not that easy. It's what that lawyer can make that court think. It's not that easy. You can't say nobody gonna get convicted on no case, especially murder. Got some bad motherfuckers out there, you can't say they did it. I ain't finna get up here and say they fucking did it. You never know. But I'm just saying, they going in there as the suspects, they gonna need a hell of a lawyer.
Right. I mean, look what OJ had to pull off in order to beat that case. He had to have a dream team. He had to have Johnny Cochran and Shapiro.
And it depends on how strong the case is too. Like that motherfucker, like shit. They ain't have nothing on me. I ain't done nothing. They ain't have. It was just so many. They was talking about so many bodies. They ain't have nothing on me, on my murder charge.
Yep.
That shit was all fugazi to really take me down, bro. Like they gotta, I'm gonna just say this, the prosecutor, all the witnesses gotta be right to convict somebody of murder. Because everybody who gonna be on that jury not rap fans.
Mm-hmm. Well, also since last time, Draco the Ruler got killed backstage at a concert in LA that he was actually supposed to perform at. And I remember, maybe about a week later, I talked to his manager, who I'm real cool with, TK Barron. And what he pointed out that I never really thought of was that this is the first time a rapper, really any artist, but a rapper in particular, has gotten killed backstage at a show that they were supposed to perform at. That's never happened before. Rappers have gotten killed over the years many times, unfortunately, but not at their actual show. And this was, I believe, a Live Nation event. He got stabbed to death, man. I'd interviewed him maybe 9 months before that, man. Real cool dude. Yeah. Remember, Draco actually was lightweight mad at you because you had done a song with one of his ops.
Right. The day he died, my
You know,
DM
we talked
filled
about
up
that.
like, man, you know, the dude who was Draco, bro, the dude got killed, you know. I was like, damn, bro, you know. But Draco had love for me, bro. He was just mad because I guess that was his ops.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of more people mad if you know. Like, I think Draco was just mad because I did a song with his ops. You know, I'm in Cali hustling, nigga. I do songs with anybody, you know.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah. And you know, and look, Draco had a history of beefing with not just particular people, but whole neighborhoods. He had a song called Ingleweird, you know, where he was dissing Inglewood. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't really know the reasoning behind it, but you throw shit out like that into the world, you pissing off a whole city.
Street niggas, Vlad. You gotta understand, the music just came along, you know. We street niggas. That's the type of, you know, like, we not businessmen at that age, you know, like, we street niggas when we first doing this shit. We still in the streets, you know. You know, I hate to see dude die, bro, but he died a legend, bro, you know. He died a legend, bro. There ain't too many motherfuckers in the world got a song with Drake. You know.
Yeah.
Like bro, like, you know. Then I had Crip niggas hit me up like, man, Draco a real nigga, bro. Like, you know. So people speak highly for dude, like, motherfuckers speak highly for him, you know. I had Crip motherfuckers hitting me like, bro, dude probably just, you know, going through something, but dude fuck with you, you know, like, dude, you know, so I really feel in my heart Draco ain't had shit against Boosie, bro. He even said anything, like, you know, like.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't actually diss you or anything else like that. I think he was just mad that you did a song with someone who didn't like him. That's it. That was the extent of it. And, you know, it's understandable to a certain degree, but he never went out and started, he never did a diss song about Boosie or went out of his way to really talk shit about you. It just was what it was. And it was just sad, man. It was just, you know, because I think maybe a month before then, Slim 400 got killed, who I'd interviewed as well in LA, once again, in his hometown. It was like, damn, like within 12 months, 2 people that I interviewed who I respected and was fans of got killed violently. Both of them young men. And it was like, damn, like
you gotta understand,
I was with them.
Vlad, like when you're in the streets, that's just how it go, bro, you know. The bigger the fish, the bigger everything. Like, you know, like, the bigger the fish, bro, like, you know, the little people, that shit don't, you know, they know, everybody in the streets know how it go. You know, you get a big fish, you know, that hurt. You know, that hurt, you know. That's how it is in the street, bro. Like, that's just how it is, bro. People not, basically, they don't want the little heads, you know, that's, people want big fish, bro, and that's how the streets is, bro. It's just sad he had to lose his life, you know, but like I just said, we died, bro. We just glad he a legend.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's sad. It's sad, man. And it's going through my catalog of young, relatively young men who I've interviewed who have died in this type of manner, it fucks me up, you know. And like people like to say, oh, everyone does a Vlad interview ends up dying. Like, no, like that's ridiculous. But, you know, to me, just on a personal level, is like,
it touch you, bro. It touch you when death.
It touches you.
Death a motherfucker. Yeah. It touch you, bro.
Yeah, because that's it.
Like,
I'll never talk to him
what
again.
About their,
like,
it touches me when I think about their family. You know, I don't think about when somebody died. It never, I swear to God, bro, it never, I never think about they beefs and shit. I just think about their children. I don't know why, bro. I just think about their children, you know. Even if somebody died, my cousin, that's the first thing I'd be like, he had children, you know. That's what I think about. I don't really think about what everybody talking about and shit. I think about their children. Cause that's who's gonna get affected, that family, bro. The family, don't nobody, when death come, don't nobody feel that hurt like they family. You know? they gonna hurt them. They gonna talk about it forever.
Forever.
You know, we gonna self-made months. That shit gonna water down on Instagram. It ain't gonna be on Shade Room no more. You know what I'm saying? So, and your family, that's who it affect, you know. It's in their eyes forever. They got the memories. They're gonna get took out our eyes if we don't see it on social media, platforms, things like that.
You became an ordained minister at one point?
Yeah.
And I guess you're doing weddings for 75 to 100,000?
Yeah.
Have you gotten any yet?
Yeah, I got a call the other day, some guy from Dubai, man. I think we've been talking, man. I think he finna pay me a lot of money, bro. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Like 100,000?
No. I don't even
More?
want to jinx myself and tell you the number.
Okay, all right. Well,
it ain't go through yet.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. As an ordained minister who now could do weddings for $75,000 to $100,000, which is your price, if you got that amount of money to do a gay wedding, would you do it?
Nah, I'm not supporting. You gotta understand, Vlad. I'm not supporting gay marriages. You know, I'm not against it neither. But you know, I don't even like to say the word anymore because it brings so much backlash. But I don't want to, you know, like I don't want to get into that. I don't want to, you know, that can go wrong so many ways, Vlad.
Fair enough.
That can go wrong so many ways. Boosie marrying some gays. That can go wrong. It's, bro, like, come on. Like, bro, you know. But I am marrying. I'm Baptist, bro. My grandfather was a preacher, bro.
Mm.
Come on, bro. Like, you know, like, it's a hustle. It's a hustle. You know, I'm a marry the fuck out you. To have and to hold, man. Through thickness, hey, you can't go nowhere, man. Yeah, this shit, man, I'm a hustler, man. I went took my course for down there 2 months, man. Yeah, really? I know the Bible, man. I know the Bible. Yeah, I can marry you. Yeah, that's a part of my repertoire. I marry motherfuckers now. Fuck with me.
And I think like
and
after our last interview.
And I will rap at the reception too. Yeah, I'm a fuck. I would stay all night at the family house. Yeah, I'm like
just
that.
Make sure you don't. Okay, so if you ever have to rap at one of your receptions, just make sure you don't perform independent. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what the husband want to hear that day. Okay, just don't perform that song.
Crazy, bro.
You know, no, she ain't got her own car. She got my car. Goddammit. She ain't got her own house. The fuck. Well, a few months ago, I interviewed Brittany Renner.
Yeah.
Okay. And I played her a little piece of our interview where you said that she was cocky.
Yeah.
And she said, Boosie needs to come see me to see why I'm cocky.
Oh, I know that hurt him, bro. She just so cocky, bro. Like, bro, she say she looking for sons, huh? Hide your sons.
Hide your sons.
I got mine here, baby. I got him. Don't worry. He.
Well, come find out why I'm cocky. I'll show you.
There you go. There you go. If you get with Brittany Renner, you owe me one. I'm just telling you that right now. You owe me one right now. If you end up messing with Brittany Renner. Well, number one, would you mess with Brittany Renner? Because she kind of threw.
Nah. I'm not attracted to her type.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's it. You know, I'm not attracted to her type.
Okay, and her type is what?
Go get niggas out money. You know, like I'm not attracted to her type. You know, I'm not. That's not my thing.
Okay, so it's not her looks. It's her character.
Miss Connie say stay away from them.
Aha. Okay, so it's not how she looks, it's her character that you're not
Every woman looks, this is America. Every woman looks, they got so many, bro, they got 1 million women look the same as her or better. Millions of women. Like it ain't no bro, like, this is, like, they got bad bitches out here, bro. Like, you know, if you won't make that choice, that's your choice. But that's just not my cup of tea, you know. A woman who's, you know, out for that, you know, I'm trying to keep my motherfucking money, you know. Trying to keep my money.
Well, I remember you made
and
a comment.
And it might be that good. It definitely might be that good. I don't want to experience. It might be that good.
So if she slid in your DM and say, yo, let's just meet up. Nah. You're gonna turn that down.
Vlad, I can't, come on, bro. Like,
Okay.
I'm like
all
this
right.
for real. Like, you know, like, she is a cancer to what I got, you know, like.
Wait, she's a cancer to what you got.
Yeah, like, you know, like, she can only try to get me out money, you know, like, that's what she's after with sharks like me. And I'm, you know, I got a little sack, bro, you know, so I can be her prey, you know. That's all I'm saying, you know, I'm running. You know, I don't want to be her prey, you know. I don't want that pussy.
I remember.
I don't want that pussy.
I remember
that pussy probably too good.
You don't want that pussy because it's too good.
Yeah, that pussy. That's why she cocky probably like this. She done really scared me now. Get the fuck.
Well, I remember you went on, I think, Twitter, and if you asked if Sweetie's butt is real.
I went Googled it. It ain't real.
It ain't real. No, she had pretty much a long back.
Yeah.
Before she became famous.
Yeah, I was wrong. But I never saw her before this. So, you know, that motherfucker just wobbling, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, until her haters came in my DM, you know. Her haters came in my DM. Look at this girl when she was woo-de-woo-de. You just be talking woo-de-woo. I'm like, damn, you know, but I was wrong, bro. That motherfucker be whopping. I don't know if her Miami ass real, but that motherfucker was whopping on that video. That's all I was saying. You know what I'm saying? But
whopping. I haven't heard that term before.
That bitch whop, 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 whop. You know when that bitch whop? You be seeing Young Miami. You be seeing that bitch whop. You be seeing that bitch whop. That motherfucker be spreading.
Yeah.
You be seeing?
I feel you. I see it. I'm a man. I know what it is. Will Smith wrote a book since our last interview. And he mentioned Tupac in his book. Because, you know, Jada and Tupac had a friendship before the two of them had met. And in the book, he said, I hated that I wasn't what Tupac was in the world. And I suffered raging jealousy. I wanted Jada to look at me like that. You know, their relationship just gets more and more strange as the years go by. You know what I mean? It's almost like she goes out of her way to embarrass him, and he just kind of goes along with it. You know, I mean, the whole, from the entanglement to this Tupac thing to like all the other shit that goes on. When you look at their relationship, what do you think?
She couldn't let go of Tupac. I mean, you got a relationship with somebody, you know, you gotta understand that, like when you got a relationship with somebody, he chose to marry her. You know, he knew how she loved Pac. He knew how she loved Pac. I guess he thought she would see past it. But you know, when somebody, I feel like they was deeply entitled to each other forever. And you know, he came along. You know, this was way before him. He came along, you know, and I don't know. I just feel like Jada had a real deep love for Pac after he said that he could never shake. And he probably wanted to shake that love out of her. You know, he probably wanted to shake that, you know. Tupac was a fool. You know, I'm a Tupac fan. Tupac wrote her poetry. Yeah, Tupac fucked her up. Yeah, Tupac, hey, real niggas. I got went like, hey, bro, when you a real person, like, and y'all click, bro, it's special, bro. Like, this shit special, bro. Can't nobody even take that shit apart, bro. Like, when they hurt, you gonna feel like you just hurt. You know what I'm saying? And by him saying that, he wish he had the love like Tupac. Shit, I don't know. You know, I feel like that shit with Jada was pretty deep with Pac, you know?
Yeah, I mean, because Pac is such an icon. He's just so much, I mean, he just got bigger after he died. I mean, he was almost like a Jesus Christ type character to certain people. Like I've had people literally email me and say, listen, we look at Tupac as a biblical character. You know what I mean? And if you have any more interviews, like I'll buy them off you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people really are like obsessed. Like Tupac probably got more murals in the world than any other rapper.
Right.
I mean, just think about it. Name another rapper who's got as many murals all over the world. Europe, Africa, Asia, all over America, you know, South America. Like you will find Tupac because Tupac stood for the revolution.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Real people across the world. He wasn't quiet when everybody else was quiet.
Right.
He spoke. And people go acknowledge that forever. People go acknowledge what Boosie speak forever. Forever. They got countries everywhere across the world love shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, it, like, you know, Pac was different, bro. And it's not about what Pac was to the world. It's about what Pac was to her. You know, so we talking about what Pac was to the world. It's about what Pac was to her.
Oh yeah. I mean, they knew each other in high school. You know what I'm saying? And I remember, what was it? We had Tyron Turner come and do our show again. And because originally Tupac was supposed to be in Menace to Society. I don't know if you know about this whole story. He was supposed to play the Muslim character in Menace.
I know. Yep.
Yeah, but he ended up getting into it with the Hughes brothers, and then, you know, he ended up quitting and so forth. But, you know, Tyron was saying how, like, on the set in the early filming of Menace, him and you know, Tupac and Jada would be like wrestling with each other and like playing around and joking.
This
you know
high
what I'm saying?
school, this lovebird shit.
Right.
Like this shit is deep, bro. Like, I feel like, you know, that shit can't be stopped, bro. And I felt Pac felt the same way. I was looking at an interview on Vlad one day, and they said Pac came in the studio mad or something about Jada telling him to leave Will alone or woo. Pac was some shit I was watching. And if that was true, you know, a nigga made man like that, and you get mad, nigga, that's love. You know, so from what I went through in life, you know.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you fast forward 100 years, I think people will still be talking about Tupac. I don't think people will be talking about Will Smith anymore. You know, because Will Smith he's an action star. You know what I mean? He's a movie star.
Right.
It ain't like, he had some cool movies, but he didn't really have timeless movies. You know, he has no Oscars. He did cool movies for the moment.
You gotta understand that actors are not musicians in fame. And you know what I'm saying? They're successful, but they're not musicians in fame.
Right, because music is emotional.
Right. They're not musicians in fame at all. You know. You're not gonna, you know, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. You know, the biggest, you know, Michael beat everybody. Denzel Washington, you know, like, they won't be talked about like Elvis or James Brown.
Right, because an actor can't get on stage in front of 100,000 people and have everyone, you know, in tears and in their feelings and sing along and everything like that.
That's cool. I don't know. I don't even really know why, but I just know that musicians is different fame than actors, and it lasts longer because the world don't revolve around without music. Shit.
I remember that French Montana said that it's harder to make it in rap than in the NBA. You think that's a fair statement?
Then the NBA, that's a good one. I don't know. They got like 30 million rappers now.
Not just be successful, but make it in rap.
Like make it. Yeah, make it. Shit. I don't know. It's a different era now. You won't make it in rap, you just make a song and go punch on a nigga who got all the clout right now. And you just made it.
Ultimately, you have so many independent rappers out there that you and I have never heard of that are making millions of dollars a year and are doing sold out shows around the world. And sometimes those shows are in like European countries or Asian countries, but they're still selling them out and they still got a fan base over there. Whereas the NBA, a very small group of people.
Right.
I mean, every NBA draft is like 50 or 60 players.
Yeah.
In the draft, you have to be one of the top 50. It's not even America anymore. They'll grab a 7-footer from fucking Nigeria.
Yeah, you gotta be the best. You gotta be the best to really make it in the NBA. Like, you got all these other countries and shit. Yeah, I probably disagree with French. Yeah, because you can go punch a nigga dead in they shit right now and make a song.
Right.
And you all over social media and you on.
Exactly.
It's a new way.
Exactly. You know Jay Prince pretty well, right?
Yeah.
He was the one that squashed the beef between Kanye and Drake. And it was over the Free Larry Hoover concert together. Were you surprised that Jay Prince was able to pull that off?
Nah. Yeah, nah, it's the Godfather.
Jay Prince was the one that got T.I. and Lil Flip in the same room together.
You gotta think about it, bro. When shit ain't real beef, it don't need to go there. You know, like when shit ain't real beef, like Jay Prince a street nigga. You know what I mean? He a boss, but he a street nigga from first of all. So he know as a boss and a street nigga that is, bro, come on. Come on, bro. I know you and I fuck with you and come on, bro. Y'all can make money together, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, and when a boss sit down, it's just like at a narco meeting. You know, when people speak real shit, you know, you gotta feel it, bro. You know. I don't know how he made it happen, but you know, that's real bullshit. Like, you know, like I don't know what Jay probably told him. You know, you not gonna kill him, he not gonna kill you. You know, you don't hate him, he don't hate you. You know, that was bullshit. Like, you know, like, let's get together and get this money, bro. Like, I feel like that was, you know, that was a power move.
I've been in the music industry now for 20 years. Yeah, it was 2002 to 2022. I've been in here for 20 years now. And what really surprises me is as I've gotten to the level that I'm at, where, you know, we're really talking about millions of dollars and so forth, it never ceases to amaze me how people will just hold little grudges that really don't mean shit, ain't got nothing to do with business, could be squashed with a simple conversation, and they will not do business and fuck up business that I have going with either them or other people just over some petty high school shit that's not about nothing. And I think there's very few people like Jay Prince that actually step in and try to squash these types of situations and be the bigger man and really do all this. I think Jay-Z has done a really great job, because if you look at Rock Nation, he went and signed a bunch of people that were beefing with him. You know, Fat Joe, who used to beef with him, signed to Rock Nation. Jim Jones, they used to beef with him all the time, signed to Rock Nation. Him and Nas had one of the worst hip hop beefs ever. And he ended up signing him to Def Jam when he was president over there. And they ended up doing songs together, and now they cool. They did a bunch of songs since then. And but you don't have too many Jay-Z types out there. And you got dudes who really keep this dumbass beef going, like the Drake and Kanye beef that really wasn't about nothing. And the
Right,
two of them
right.
together can make way more money together
That's why
than by
Jay-Z
beefing
where
with
he
each
at
other.
right now.
That's why
think
Jay-Z's
dollar.
where he's at right now.
Jay-Z think dollar. Jay-Z is a fucking businessman. Jay-Z think dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, you ain't shoot at me. Nigga, you ain't kill my kid. You said a few
Right.
balls we had. I think that nigga think dollar. That's why he at where he at right now.
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
Yeah,
He's a
think
billionaire.
dollar. Every move is a calculated step.
Yeah, no, and I remember I did, Math Hoffa, I did his podcast, and, he asked me about this one rapper that had been beefing with me forever, and they're like, how do you feel about that beef? And I said, it's one-sided. I'm not beefing with him. He always just beefing with me. And if he called me on the phone and said, let's squash it, let's do some business together, I'd be like, hell yeah, we could make some real money together. We're not making money beefing with each other. You say something on your podcast, I'll respond and say something on mine. Like, no one's making money doing this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But everybody think different. Everybody don't think just dollar. You got everybody, every sign is different. Every person is different. Some people, ain't, once you go too far, you done went too far. Once you done hurt somebody, that they take that forever.
yeah,
You
but
can't go too far with me. I'ma hold that motherfucker against you.
at the end of the day, like you said, what is really too far? Did anyone get killed? Did anyone get hurt? Did any serious money get lost in the process? Like, what is really too far? Was it just some words, in the moment? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is really too far? And most times it ain't really that far. And,
Especially in the industry.
especially in the industry,
Especially in the industry, like that shit don't, you let that shit die down, bro. People who make remarks about you don't really hate you, bro. Like, they don't know you to hate you. That shit don't be real beef in the industry. The beef at your hometown.
Right. With people you actually know, who you actually called your friends. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, in any industry, people, and I've said this, man, like whoever got a problem with me, I will take their call. And we could have a conversation, and you'll see that it's one-sided. And especially, and if you're doing well, I can help you do better. Because what I do on the YouTube side, nobody has done. You know what I mean? I'm the triple OG of the hip hop YouTube shit. I've got more, we have the biggest hip hop YouTube channel in the space, right? That's not bragging, it's just the reality of the numbers. So with that being the main platform, I don't know why you would fuck up your own money to just try to diss me and whatever else, man. Because, like you never beef with nobody. And that's what I've always liked about you. You've never done a diss song about a rapper that I know of. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? And you've never gone back and forth, and you've never been on social media going back, beefing, tweeting back and forth with somebody. Like, that to me is lame. And I know whenever I've done it a little bit, I've always regretted it. I've always wished that I just didn't say nothing. And, but like I said, not everyone is about business. Not everyone's about that dollar. I got 16 employees right now. 16 full-time employees with health insurance, with dental, with paid vacations, you know what I'm saying? With motherfucking life insurance and so forth. Like, what I look at is different. A motherfucker who's just hustling by themselves, that's just trying to clout chase or whatever, is not supporting 16 adults. So I just look at shit differently. But, like you said, not everyone thinks the same way. And, and I remember, when I was talking about you on Matt Hoffa's show, I'm like, yo, Boosie's hustle is different than my hustle.
Right.
Because, he has kids, he has, a lot of kids that he likes to spoil.
Right.
And buy them cars and everything else like that.
Right.
So his grind is just different than mine. He'll do certain business moves that I probably wouldn't do because he's got different goals that I don't have.
Right, right.
And that's cool. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it all works because me and him could intersect and make money together.
Right.
And that's why you and I have been rocking for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last question. I don't know if you knew this, but George Zimmerman actually filed a lawsuit against Trayvon Martin's parents for defamation and conspiracy. And the lawsuit was ultimately dropped today. Because he actually failed to show any fraudulent representation in his lawsuit. When you think of all the people that died over the years, like good people, you know what I mean? People who cared for their families and, you know.
He just sticking a fork in it, bro. Like he's basically, you know, I beat this charge. I'm sticking a fork in it. Like he's basically just, I did this, I did that. I'm sticking a fork in it, you know. I'm just glad Trayvon Martin wasn't my cousin or my son.
I mean, to actually sue the parents of
You're
the
sticking
boy,
of
the
the
young
boy
boy
you
that you murdered.
A national
like, not
treasure.
Even,
you murdered a national treasure. Now you just gonna stick the fork in it, bro. You just a bitch.
Yeah.
You just a bitch.
And the reason, and like he wasn't an adult yet. He was still a young boy at 17 years old. Like he hadn't even turned 18 yet. Like, you know, to go and do that, and you got away with it. All right, you manage.
You're evil.
You know, and then you go and sue his parents.
You're evil.
You go and sue the boy's parents.
You're evil.
And make him have to go through that shit again.
You're
like
evil.
The fuck?
He's evil, bro. He's evil. I wonder how them jurors feel right now.
Hey man, it's Florida. Florida has a group of people that's just not like anywhere else, man. That's why the whole Florida man, you know, if you ever heard of the whole Florida man thing, you know, a Florida man puts an alligator in his
I'm gonna tell you this,
trash
man.
can.
If them jurors don't feel no type of way about him doing that to, and they mamas and parents. If they don't feel no type of way of what he's doing, file a civil lawsuit on these people, after they had to make that decision,
Yeah.
they more heartless than him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope they do feel bad about that shit, letting that motherfucker go free. And, you know, but at the end of the day, I just feel like you got all this violence and hatred towards people that you ultimately could be friends with. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about when you see people who die, like the Mo3s, the FBG Ducks, the Slim 400s, the Dracos, and so forth. Ultimately, you know, those people that were involved in these situations, you know, Nipsey Hussle, you know, fucking Pop Smoke or whatever, I almost feel like you look at all those situations and the victim and the murderer probably could have sat down beforehand and could have probably worked out whatever differences and could have maintained a friendship and a respect. You can't set up a friendship and respect with motherfucking George Zimmerman. You know what I'm saying? That's someone that you don't want to know. That's someone you don't want in your house. You don't want to be friends with that person. You don't want that person to have your phone number and so forth. And yet, no one's trying to get that guy. No one's trying to get George Zimmerman. No one's trying to, you know, I mean, he did have an attempt on his life by some white dude who he got into a road rage incident with, who's in jail right now. But no one who looks like Trayvon Martin has ever tried to get George Zimmerman. And that's a motherfucker who they need to get. You know what I'm saying? If anyone. That's a motherfucker that don't really belong on this earth to walk around. That motherfucker, do you know that he signs Skittles wrappers for people?
He signs what?
When Trayvon Martin died, he had a bag of Skittles in his pocket. Because remember, he went to the store and bought like some iced tea and some Skittles.
Yeah.
When they found him dead, they found the Skittles. George Zimmerman people will give him packages of Skittles and he'll sign those packages for money. See what I'm saying?
God gonna catch up with it. Like when you do shit like that, bro, he gonna be riding a brick gonna drop on his fucking head. Something gonna happen to him. He gonna get a hot shot. Somebody gonna put something in his drink. They gonna find his ass. Like his karma coming back. His karma coming back fucked up. You know, like that's an evil man, bro. And God gonna deal with his ass. Why? Is God gonna deal with his ass? God gonna deal with his ass.
Karma's real, man.
I feel sorry for, like, bro. Do he got children?
I don't think so, no.
He a heartless man. He half heartless already.
There you go. There you go. That's how we're going to end it. Boosie, always a pleasure, man. Looking forward to the new album that's going to be out by the time this clip is out. Looking forward to the
Boosie Gone Bad.
Boosie Gone Bad.
March 16th.
Boosie Gone Bad. I'll go ahead and buy one of those streams.
Fuck with
when it
me,
comes
man.
out.
You go and buy that shit, Vlad. Boosie Gone Bad, March 16th.
Just like how I bought your movie when it came out. Remember that?
Heartfelt.
You know, and the bonus features at the end.
Heartfelt 2222. Boosie Gone Bad 316. And the movie coming right before the summer. Where is MJ?
There we go. Free YFN Lucci.
Free Lou. Free everybody back there, man. Every real nigga back there. You know what I'm saying? Free every real nigga back there. I want y'all home, bro. You know, I need y'all as fans, y'all my fans, bro, so all y'all real niggas in penitentiary, man, I want y'all home. Stay in that law book and work on your case. Don't nobody know your case like you, nigga.
There you go. There you go. Just like how Freeway Ricky Ross had a life sentence, he got that shit reversed. You know, he didn't know how to read when he got locked up.
Shout out to Freeway, too.
He did not know how to
Freeway
read.
Left here not too long ago. A couple of days ago.
Yep. Shout out to Freeway, man. He actually hit the books with a life sentence, and now he's been out and living his best life. You know what I'm saying? No one will be an advocate for you the way you will be an advocate for yourself.
Is Snowfall really about Freeway?
I think so.
They need to pay my boy. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Somebody need that motherfucker so good. Bruh.
Yeah.
I can't get out of it, bro. Yeah. And the uncle, bro. That shit take me back, bro. The uncle, bro. This shit take me back to the crack era. Like this shit, man, Snowfall. I watched that motherfucker like, I seen this. Like.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when it's on, it's my favorite show on television.
Bruh. Pay my fucking boy.
Snowfall's the shit.
He trying to do something real
That's what it
big.
is.
Pay Freeway, bro.
There we go. Boosie, until next time. Peace.